So if you are not practicing it more frequently, for example, let me open this Power BI. I am opening the Power BI now. Let me open this Power BI desktop. As I told, every month we will have an update. Every month there will be an update. The update will happen every month. And Power BI will give you, these are all the preview, these are all the updates. It's going to happen in near future. Near future, these are all the update will happen. For example, I'll open a blank report. After opening a blank report, let me go to the file here. I'll go to the file and I'll go to the options and settings. Go to file and click on options and settings. File, options and settings, options, file, options and settings, options. It opens a dialog box where we can see it is opening a dialog box where there is an option available called as preview feature. So these are all the preview which we may expect in near future. The following feature are available. You will try this in this release. Preview feature might change and removed in the future. So these are all the feature we may expect in near future. So they are going to add this feature using a new data brick, using a Google Big Query shape map. So these are all the feature is going to be updated in near future. Okay. If you want to check with some feature, for example, new card, list slicer, improved Q&A, like this, there are some features available here. So you can check what all the feature is going to be updated in near future. For example, just for an example, this is a feature which you may expect in another few months, maybe in 1 or 2 months, you may expect this on-object interaction. There is something called as on-object interaction. This may happen in here, maybe we may expect in next November or December also. I think November it may not. December you may get this. So for example, I'll select this on-object interaction. So I want to see how this feature is. It's a preview. It will not work permanent. It's a preview feature. So let me select this on-object interaction. After selecting this on-object interaction, I click on OK. Anyway, it will ask you to restart your Power BI. Yes, it has to be restarted because we have enabled a feature. It has to be restarted. So let me say OK and I close this Power BI. So I'm going to restart the Power BI. Let me open the same file which we did yesterday. I'll open the same file, the file which we have published yesterday. That is 01 transaction data. I'll open the same file which we did yesterday. Okay, we have enabled a feature called as on-object interaction. That feature may be activated in another 1 or 2 months. Now you can see there is some changes on your screen. There would have been, you would have seen some changes here. Let the data be loaded. You can see the reports are not available here. You can see here on the top, all your visuals are available on the top here. Earlier the visuals will be available here. Now the visuals will be available here. Now for example, I want to insert a visual. What we do when I insert a visual is I will select some visual, something, and drag and drop here. Drag and drop here. But here you cannot drag and drop. In near future you cannot drag and drop. You have to go here and you have to select it like this. Suppose I want, yesterday we did it region wise. I want sum of total amount, means no need to drag a region wise. It's available here itself. Click on add data. And if you want region wise report, you want to select the region name here. And I want sum of total amount. You have to click y-axis. Under y-axis, you have to select the total amount here. Instead of dragging and dropping, you have to make a tick mark here. So this will be created. So if you are not using Power BI, this will happen in near future. So your screen would have changed. How can I format it? For example, I want to change the color. I want to do some formatting. I want to change the millions. Unfortunately, there is no option called as format available here. We have seen there is a button called as format. It's not available here. Where it is available, very simple. It's available very next to your chart itself. You can see there is a button available, add and data visual. So here you can see all the formats are available. All the formats are available here. So this will happen if you are not practicing it more frequently. So if you are not practicing for next 2 months, suddenly if you open your file on December month, you may get these changes. So these changes will happen in near future. So please do practice frequently, at least monthly, once or twice you have to practice. I don't know about your system. How about the version? Version will get automatically upgraded, or you have to contact your IT team for upgrading? Oh. Otherwise, I don't know. If you go to file, under file, if you go to options and settings, once again, if you go to the options, file, options and settings and options, there is an option called as where we can update it automatically. You can see updates, where we can see the update will happen automatically. But as you are told, you have to contact your IT team. But for my system, it's not required. Whenever I'm using this Power BI more frequently, suppose October version is launched, so it automatically gets upgraded. Unfortunately, you have to upgrade it manually. So please do practice. If you are not practicing, this will happen. Suddenly you will get surprised or suddenly you will get shocked also. Entire screen would have changed like this. Right? How can I come back? How can I bring it back to the normal one? I don't want that preview. I want to come back to the normal view here. So go to File, Options and Settings, Options, Preview Feature. So let me go to the preview feature and uncheck that. Can you tell me which I checked here? On object interaction. Uncheck this on object interaction. Uncheck this on object interaction and I say OK. It will ask you to restart. Of course, you have to restart it. OK. I close and I restart it. Okay. Right. As I told, let us see what we have left yesterday. Yesterday, we have seen at last how to publish your report. We opened the report and we have published it. Now, could you tell me how can I open the published report now? I want to open that published report. Yesterday, we have published that report. I want to open the published report now. Yes. Go to online app.powerbi.com. Go to app.powerbi.com. On the left-hand side, you can see workspaces will be available. Today, maybe first session, we'll see how to create our own workspaces. Go to Workspace and select My Workspace. Go to Workspace and I select My Workspace. Here, the report which you have created will be available here. 01 transaction data. This is the report which we have created. I open this report. So, we have opened this report. Now, this report, I want to share this report to the others. I want to share the report to others. There are two methods of sharing. One is you can share or you can present it in a PowerPoint presentation. Another one is you can share it to someone else. If they are part of your workspace, if some people are part of your workspace, straight away they can open the report. If someone is not part of your workspace, I want to send this file or you want to send this report to someone else within Daimler. Within Daimler, you want to send this report to someone else. So what we do is go to File. So click on this after opening the report. After opening the report, go to File. Under File, you can see there is an option called as Embed Report. Go to File. Under File, you can see Embed Report. Under Embed Report, maybe one option would have been deactivated on your system. Maybe it may not be available due to security reason. This one. Publish to web. Correct? This may not be, even you cannot see the menu itself because publish to web means anyone in the world can see your report. Just to have the link like a website. I can open your company website anywhere in the world, correct? No need for a permission to open it. I can open it anywhere in the world if you have the internet connection. Similarly, if you publish it in the world, anyone in the world can open the report. So that is deactivated. So if you want to send this report to someone else within your team, then you can use this website or portal. So go to Embed Report, website or portal. When I click on website or portal, you will get a link. This link, you can send it to others within your team, within Daimler. If you want to send outside of Daimler, then you have to publish it as global one, publish it to the common public. So which is not possible, which is deactivated. So if you want to publish to others within Daimler, you can use this. File, under File, Embed Report, website or portal. And you will get this link, copy and paste, and you can send the links to others. Okay? This link you can send it to others. Who is not part of your workspace. If someone is in the part of the workspace, they can see your report automatically. We'll see in another few minutes, we'll see how to create a workspace, how to allocate the people into the workspace. Right? Then, another method,
can open and
within your Daimler team. Other people cannot open.
suppose
External means then you have to go for this website or port. Sorry, public to web. That is deactivated. You have to get your IT permission for it. Because you cannot send your report to anyone in the world, right? You cannot send a report to me. It's not possible. As of now, it's protected. You have to get the permission. Now, I want to send this report as a power. I want to export this report into PowerPoint. There are three methods to do it. Three methods. One is from Power BI you can export, and in PowerPoint you can import. Let us see both. First, exporting. So there are two types of exporting. One is you can export this Power BI with the live data. What is meant by live data is it will go with the live data here. Whatever the data is available, it goes with the live data. When I click it, it will get filtered, it will get synchronized, drill down, everything will work. Live data. But unfortunately, when you are sending that live data, I have 3 pages. At a time, you can see only 1 pages. At a time, you can export only 1 pages. First page, you have to export. Second page, you have to come to the second page, export it again, come to third page and export it again. So 3 times you have to export if you want a live data. But if you want all the 3 pages, yes, you can export all the 3 pages, but without the live data, just as the image. We'll see both. Actually, 3 options. First we'll see both, then we'll see the third one. Go to export. Under export, PowerPoint. Click on export. Under export, you can see PowerPoint. Let me click on PowerPoint. As I indicated, 2 options, embed live data or export as the image. Embed live data, what will happen is it will embed only this where my cursor is. My cursor is at the home page. Only the home page will be exported. So, but if you want to export the second page and third page, you have to go to the second page and export it again. Third page and export it again. But whereas when you go for this export as the image, all the 3 pages will be exported. 3 plus 1. First slide will be the title slide. Second and third and fourth slide will be first page, second page and third page. But it looks like an image, just as the image. Interaction, nothing will work here. So let me try. Let me try with the live data. And you should use the latest version of PowerPoint. Of course, I believe you are all using the latest version of PowerPoint. Embed live data. And there is, if this is not working, there is one more method. We will see it in another few minutes. And it's asking, do you want to open PowerPoint? Of course, I want to open PowerPoint. So let me click on PowerPoint. Yes. Sometimes it will ask you to enable the add-ins. The add-ins is already enabled. Okay. If it is not enabled, it will ask you to enable an add-ins. If you are already signed in, okay. If you are not signed in, it will ask you to sign in also. So I think I am using a different account. Microsoft Office, I am using a different account. Power BI, I am using a different account. That's why it's asking to switch off the account. So I switched off it. Yes. Now it is published in PowerPoint. If I open a slideshow, that's what. Enable that. If it is not enabled, once again, you have to talk to your IT team. There is another method possible. You can see everything is interactive here. Whatever I did, filtering. So you can see it's filtering here. Drill down. Drill down is working here. Everything will work here. Now I'm showing not in Power BI. I'm showing this in PowerPoint. The PowerPoint slide. I have run a slideshow F5. But you can see only one slide was exported. Only one slide. If you want to export, you have to go to the second slide, export it again, third slide, export it again. 3 times you have to export. If you have 10 pages, you have to do 10 times. No other. But there is one more option. I will explain the next option.
sometimes I made a PPT, 10 PPT.
Within your system. If you are sending to him, it will not do. Sending to him, then you have to publish it. PowerPoint within your system because it's live data from your system. It's capturing the data from Power BI and showing it. நீங்க இவருக்கு அமிச்சிங்கன்னா அவருக்கு அந்த லைவ் டேட்டா இருக்காது. ஸோ that will not work. Within your system you can do it. Third method, one is exporting as the image, another one is exporting as a live data. Third method. Let me close this PowerPoint. I'll open a fresh new PowerPoint. Fortunately, you have this add-in straight away available. Actually, I have to activate it. As per Daimler, they have already activated the add-ins. On your system, the add-ins is already activated. Normally, how we activate the add-ins is, if you are opening a PowerPoint, you have to go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, there is a button called as add-ins. Go to Home tab. Under Home tab, you can see add-ins. But fortunately, I believe you should be having it. Last batch also I have checked it. Everyone is having it. When I go to Insert tab, under Insert tab, you can see specifically there will be a button called as Power BI. Correct? There is a button called as Power BI. Specifically, there is a button available called as Power BI. So you have to click on that Power BI. But I cannot use that insert add-ins. I can get the add-ins from here. I will go to Home, Add-ins. My add-ins name is Microsoft Power BI. It's straight away available on your system. Go to Insert and click on Microsoft Power BI. Insert on Microsoft Power BI. So let me insert this Microsoft Power BI. It will be inserted here. It is a separate menu. It will be on your menu itself. Insert Power BI. It shows like this. It will show you like this. Which report you want to open. It will show you what are all the report you have published. What are all the report you have published, that will be available here. And this is the report which I have published it. Yesterday we published this report. 01 transaction data. Click this. Click this. That report will open here. All the 3 pages will be opened here. Home page, small multiples, parameters, all the 3 pages will open here. If you want to show the report like this also, you can show it. Run the slideshow. You can run the slideshow. F5, you can run the slideshow. All the 3 pages will be available. You can show all the 3 pages like this as a report in a PowerPoint presentation. Or you want to open only one page. I don't want all the 3 report. I want only one report to be inserted into this PowerPoint. Then what you do is, there is a button called as Insert. Just to click on Insert, only that report will get inserted. You can see only that report is inserted here. This is another method of importing the Power BI here. Another method to import this. It will be a separate menu on your Insert. Hope you will be getting this.
You don't have permission.
Get that. Last where more people are getting now, they have only few okay. Try to get the permission, try to activate these add-ins. think these add-ins will be very useful if you want to present the report in PowerPoint. Okay. Now, let us do some task within your team. Maybe here itself you can do this. Yesterday we have published this report into my workspace. Let us create our own workspace. You can try here itself, our own workspace. And we can allocate the people and we can publish the report into that workspace. Yesterday we have created the report. That report we will publish into the workspace. So come to the main screen here. Come to this main screen and go to the workspace. On the left hand side, there is a button called as workspace. To create your own workspace, you should get the pro license. I think everyone is having the pro license. So you can try this. Go to the workspace. Under workspace, when you click on the workspace, at the last bottom, you can see there is an option called as new workspace. Go to workspace. Under workspace, you can see new workspace. Click on the workspace on the right hand side. Just go to app.powerbi.com. You are already signed in. You are already logged in. Then go to this workspace. Under workspace, there is an option called as new workspace. So let me click on this new workspace. It's asking creating a folder. We are creating our own workspace here. So let us give you a company name. I'm giving a company name, Daimler Truck Workspace. On the bottom, you should get the message that this name is available. If the name is not available, someone would have created the name, workspace in the same name, then it may not be available. So maybe you can create your department name, your company name, any name. So I have given a name. The name is available. You can give a description about this workspace. What is this workspace about? Maybe this workspace we are using only for the training purpose. And do you want to connect this workspace with your website? So that when you publish the report, that will be published on your website also. Actually, we cannot do this as of now. So I'm not connecting with any website. What is this upload? Whenever you open any website, you would have seen on the left hand side a small icon. Suppose I opened a Power BI. You can see on the left hand side the Power BI logo will open here, right? When you open a YouTube channel, the YouTube logo will open here. Similarly, when you open this workspace, what's the logo to be displayed on the left hand side of your tab? So you can upload that logo. Suppose your company logo has to be uploaded, you can upload the logo also. That's your wish. So I can upload your logo. Yesterday I think we had your logo. So let me upload your logo here. Logo. Yes. So we are given a name. We are given a description. We have given some logo. Logo is optional. Your wish. If you don't want, you can remove that also. Reset it. Apply. Click on apply. Now you would have noticed there is a workspace created. There is a workspace created in the name of Daimler Truck Workspace. There is a workspace automatically created here. Now let me go to this right hand side. After creating the workspace, I will go to the manage access. After creating the workspace, like we are creating a folder, same like we are creating a workspace. After creating the workspace, go to manage access. Go to manage access. You can take some people from your team also here. So I want to add some people to this workspace. Anyway, we are the administrator for this workspace. We are the administrator for this workspace. Suppose I will open the same file which we opened yesterday. Yesterday, I opened this file 01 transaction. So I'm opening the same file now. So I open the same file now. This file, I want to publish this. This file, I want to publish it online. Online, I want to publish this file. So when you publish this workspace which you have created, just now I created this workspace, Daimler Truck workspace. Few minutes before only we have created this workspace. When I go to Home tab and when I click on Publish, the workspace which you have created will be listed here. Just now, few minutes before we have created, that workspace will be listed on the list of workspace. Yes, it's taking some time, but it will show you that. Yes, you can see here, this is the workspace which I have created just now. So now you can publish all your reports into this workspace. All your report, you can publish it on it. It's like creating a folder and putting all your files into this folder. So we have created a workspace and you can publish all your report into the workspace. Same like I want to give a permission for someone in the same team to publish the report into this workspace. So I'm going to assign some people who can publish this report into this workspace. So let us assign the people. How can I assign the people? Before assigning the people, you should understand one simple thing. I will show you a small presentation here. You have to understand. There are 4 roles. You can assign 4 roles for the other people. One is you can make a person as an admin. Second one, you can make a person as a member. Third one, you can make a person as a contributor. Third one, you can make a person as a viewer. 4 responsibility you can give for the people who you are going to assign. First, if you are assigning as an administrator, admin, who has full control, equivalent to you, they can have full control. They can add a customer, they can add a member, they can modify the member, they can delete the workspace, they can do anything like you. So now I am the admin of this workspace. So like this, you can make someone as admin for this workspace also. So entire rights will be given to this admin person. Second, member can edit and publish the report, can share the content. They can edit the report, they can publish the report, they can create a report. But they don't have the admin rights. They cannot add a people to that workspace. புதுசாக people add பண்ண முடியாது. They can edit the report, they can publish the report. Create the report and publish the report. Member. Contributor can create, edit and publish, can refresh the data also. Contributor can refresh, but whereas the member cannot refresh. Member can create, edit and publish them, they cannot refresh. But the contributor, create, edit, refresh your data, cannot share. The workspace, they cannot share, they cannot be admin, they cannot manage the user. User create பண்ண முடியாது. They cannot create a user. That's a contributor. The last one is a viewer. Just he can view the report, can view, interact with the report and dashboard, cannot edit, cannot publish, cannot share the content. Just viewer. They can just view your report. They can go to the workspace and they can see the report. That's all. They cannot publish the report, they cannot edit the report, they cannot see anything. They can just view your report. Interact பண்ணலாம், view பண்ணலாம். That's all. 4 options are available. There is a table, this rights, there is a table available for this. Sorry. Contributor, viewer, and this is a summary table. So what are all the rights for the administrator, what are all the rights for the member, what are all the rights for the contributor, what are all the rights for the viewer. So you have to decide whether you want to make a person as an administrator or a member or a contributor. After deciding it, so I have gone to the workspace. Online, I gone to the edge here, I gone to the workspace. Manage access, I clicked on manage access. Add people or a group. Click on this button, add a people or a group. And type their email ID. Only the email ID concerned with the Daimler will work here. You cannot enter the email ID other than Daimler.com. You can enter only the ID of Daimler.com. You can select anyone from here. You can enter their ID. For example, I am typing some email ID here. Yeah, I got some email ID which is in my domain. என் டொமைன்ல இருக்க மாதிரி உங்க கம்பெனி டொமைன்ல இருக்கிற இமெயில் ஐடி மட்டும் தான் நீங்க கொடுக்க முடியும். You can select anyone from here. Maybe your neighbor, you can try and do it. For example, I selected Kumar S as the people. And how you are going, what is the right you are going to give it for him. So whether you want to make him as an administrator, or you want to make it as a member, or you want to make it as a contributor, or you want to just make it as a viewer. For example, I'll make him as a contributor. And add. So this person now becomes a contributor. In his system, the Kumar and Rao system, when he opened the system, when he published the report, then he will get that workspace into that report. You can do the task, you can try within yourself. Maybe you can create a workspace and you can assign someone next to you or someone in your team, and you can assign them and ask them to publish the report. You can see the report. Try பண்ணி பாருங்க within your team. If you have any challenges, call me, I can come and help you. Space and you can assign some people to அவங்களுடைய பவர் பி என்ன what you are admin. So if I go to the Power BI desktop, இதுமே பவர் What is the name you have given, sir? Workspace. Page 1 is empty. Yes. You added a people. Add the add in Power BI. Go to Power BI desktop. India Power BI desktop. Just experiment. DSU work. Click on publish. Getting published. vice versa. How do you yes, which India study will be this study? Yeah, oh, sir. Right. Right. Any challenges? Okay. So we'll try to publish other reports later also in our upcoming session. Now, as of now, I am closing this file. This is how you can create your own workspace and you can assign the people and ask them to publish it. Now, I can publish the report into this workspace, the workspace which we have created. Since we have pro license, we can create our own workspace and we can assign the people also to this workspace. Right? Now, let me close this file. I recommend not to open multiple Power BI at a time. If you open multiple Power BI at a time, it may slow down your system speed. So don't open multiple Power BI at a time. Excel, you can open any number of Excel file. Earlier days, 10 years before, Excel was very slower when you are opening 2 or 3 Excel file. Now, Power BI is a little bit slower. I think it will become very lighter in near future. As of now, it's a little bit slower. So don't open multiple Power BI at a time. Now what are we going to do is, let us go to the same folder which you have downloaded yesterday. There is a file available called as 02 warehouse sales. There is an Excel file available 02 warehouse sales. In 02 warehouse sales, we have 4 sheets. Open that file, we have 4 sheets. First sheet where we have Chennai, we have the warehouse in Chennai. So SKU, code and warehouse and depot and day, month, year, who is the dealer, what is the product and what is the unit and what is the MRP and what is the net sales. This is available in sheet number 1, Chennai. When I go to the second sheet, Bangalore. Yes, we have the same kind of data, but there is one small difference between Chennai and Bangalore. Could you tell me what is the difference between that earlier sheet and this sheet? Discount. There is an extra column called as discount. There is one extra column called as discount. And I go to the third sheet. Maybe let me take Delhi. Delhi also you can see that discount is available, but unfortunately, here in Bangalore, the discount is at the last column. In Delhi, the discount is at the column number H. And when I go to next sheet, Pune, here I can see the warehouse name is first. All the other sheets, the warehouse name is coming on the second column. In Pune, the warehouse is coming on the first column. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to consolidate all the 4 sheets and we have to make it as one report. So I want to know warehouse wise, what is the sum of net sales? All the warehouse put together, I want to know what is my net sales. So we are going to consolidate it and we are going to make it as one report. So most of the data are identical, but there are some extra columns. Some columns are shuffled. Let us see how to consolidate it. Forget about Power BI and Power Query. Tell me normally how can I consolidate it? Forget Power Queries or Power BI. If I want to consolidate 4 sheets and make it as one sheet, normally how can I do this? Any idea? Excel everyone, sir. Normal Excel.
We need to calculate the formulas.
Formula.
Profit, auto sum.
Forget about Power Query, sir. I'm saying forget about Power. You are getting data is Power Query. Forget about Power Query. Get data is Power Query. I told forget about Power Queries and Power BIs. How to do it in normal Excel? Copy paste. We have to copy and paste. First we have to rearrange all your columns. All the columns has to be rearranged. Then you have to copy and paste. But we can do this very easily in Power Query. Either the Power Query can be in Excel or Power Query can be in BI. First we'll do it in BI. Then I will tell you how to do the same thing in Excel also. Okay. First let us do it in BI. So let me open Power BI. Consolidating multiple identical sheets. Multiple identical sheets. Non-identical sheet we are going to see it in another few minutes. Now we are going to see about identical sheets. So let me open Power BI. One more method. Getting the data. How do we get the data normally? Yesterday how we did it is we opened the blank report and go to Home tab, get data. But in the latest version, you can get the data on the welcome screen itself. We are in the welcome screen. On the welcome screen itself, you can see there is an option available, Excel workbook. There is an option straight away available here called as Excel workbook. So you can click here or you can go to blank report and you can get the data also, whichever you wish. I recommend to go with Excel workbook. I selected Excel workbook. Which file? The file name is warehouse sales. Say OK. I think yesterday we did this. Same thing we are doing it now. So it's loading. Now I have 4 sheets. Could you tell me how can I select all the 4 sheets? We have to check it one by one like this. Instead, 4 sheets means okay, we can check it. Suppose I have 20 sheets. I cannot make a check here. Click, 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 click. It will take more time. Instead, one is if I don't go to the left-hand side, don't go to the left-hand side. Go somewhere else on the center here. Go somewhere else on the center area. Go somewhere else on the center area. Select the Bangalore now. Hold the shift key and select Pune. So all the 4 sheets will get selected. Select the first one. Hold the shift key and select. Don't go to the left hand side corner. Because when I go to the left hand side corner, go to the checkbox and I click this. Hold the shift key and I click this. You can see it's not selected properly here. So that's why I told you not to go to the left hand side corner. You can be somewhere else on the middle or right hand side. Select Bangalore, hold the shift key and select Pune. So all the 4 sheets will get selected. Okay. What could be my next step? Transform data. Very good. Let me go to transform data. It's loading to Power Query now. Going to Power Query. Just a minute. So it has gone to Power Query. Place the cursor on any one of the sheet. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune, any one of the sheet. Place the cursor on any one of the sheet. There are 2 options for combining all the 4 sheets. 2 options. I will tell you 2 options. You tell me which could be the better one. Go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, the last, there is 3 options available here. Merge query, append query, combine file. All the 3 we are going to explore now. First, we are going to explore about append query. When I go to append query, under append query, there are 2 sub-options available. Option number 1. If I select append query, what will happen? My cursor is in Bangalore. My cursor is in Bangalore. what will happen is that Chennai will be appended below Bangalore. So after all the Bangalore detail is over, Chennai will be appended below that. And below Chennai, you will get Delhi will be appended. Below Delhi, the Pune will get appended when I go for append query. If I select append query as new, it will create a new query or new table here. It will create a new table. Now it will append the Bangalore here, it will append the Chennai here, it will append Delhi, it will append Pune. So if I select this append query as new, tell me which one is better? Append query or append query as new? Append query as new. Very good. Superb. So why? Because this, if I append everything under Bangalore, I don't know which is my source data, which is my master data. So what you said is correct. Append as new is always better. So let us go for append query as new. It's a wizard. You have to follow step by step. No need to writing any formulas or functions. So go to append query as new. Click on the append query as new. As I told, it's a wizard. Step by step you have to follow. That's it. It's asking two or more table, two table or three or more tables. We have to select three or more tables because I want to append more than three tables. So I select three or more tables. Already Bangalore is appended because my cursor is in Bangalore. That's why Bangalore is already appended. Let me select Chennai, Delhi and Pune holding the shift key. Holding the shift key or control key, select all the three cities now. Add it. You can see Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune is added. What will happen if I unknowingly added it again? For example, this Bangalore. Unknowingly, I added the Bangalore again here. Will it throw an error? No, not at all. It's added again. So what we can do? If we don't want this, select this. Scroll down. There is an option available. Remove it. Removing or moving upwards and downwards. Unknowingly, I added Bangalore twice. So I don't want the Bangalore now. So I remove it. And this up and down is for rearranging your table. Suppose I want Chennai to come first. Then I want the Bangalore means you can rearrange it. You can move Chennai upwards and you can bring downwards. Will it make any difference on my reporting? Not at all. Just for our convenience, we are moving it upwards and downwards. That's it. So append query as new. Select what are all the sheets you want to append. If you don't want something, you can remove it and you can rearrange it. Finally, click on OK here. That's all. You can notice a new sheet was created. Append 1. Where all the 4 sheets would have been appended. You can scroll down and check Bangalore. After Bangalore, you will get Chennai. After Chennai, you will get Delhi. After Delhi, you will get Pune. All the 4 sheets has been appended into one sheet. This is one method. You can scroll down and check. Another method. Go to the warehouse depot. Warehouse or this column heading and click on the filter here. You can see all the 4 columns are displayed. All the 4 cities are displayed here. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi and Pune. So appending multiple identical sheet is very simple and very easy. Please don't load it. Wait, we have to see for some other steps here. Some other steps has to be followed before loading. Don't load it. Please wait. Done. So combining multiple sheets, it's very simple, very easy. If it is identical. Maybe one extra column may be there, column may be a different order also, we can combine it. Non-identical, we'll see it in the next session. Now before loading, let me give some meaningful name for the sheets. Let us give some meaningful name. Right click and I'm renaming it. Consolidated. Consolidated report, consolidated data, anything, spelling mistake. Okay, right, tell me here, before loading. Knowingly, unknowingly, I added a data or I don't want the data to be added, I want to remove it. For example, I want to add one more city here. Or I don't want one city to be added to this consolidation, I want to remove it. Could you tell me how can I do that? So I unknowingly added something or I don't want to add something, I want to remove it. How can I? Yes.
Check it.
How do we uncheck it?
If I select the warehouse report.
No, that is filtering. Already it is appended. I don't want that to be appended. I don't want the list here. Very good. Super. Applied steps. That's the reason I told you yesterday this applied steps plays a vital role. Applied steps. On the applied steps source, you can see there is a settings here. Click on the settings. Whatever the steps you have applied at the last, it's available here. Now you can add and remove or delete also. Okay. Now tell me, you have to tell me here, can I load this or any other problem in this data, or I can load this?
We need to check the 3 steps.
The 3 things you have to check before, I think consolidation also you should have checked it. Whether the heading is correct and data type is correct. Same like Chennai, heading is correct, data type is correct. Delhi also you should have checked it. Pune also you should have checked it. When I check individually, I think there is no problem. But when I check the consolidated report, I feel there is a problem here. In this consolidated, I can see there is a gray in this column called as discount. Why? There are some null value. I think in one city we didn't have the discount. So Chennai or something, we don't have the discount. That's why in Chennai you can see it is empty, it's gray. So what we have to do is, I don't like this to be in a gray. You can see null in Chennai. We have to replace it. How can I replace it? Right click on the column, then go for replace value, null. All the null has to be replaced with 0. You cannot replace the null with a text because that column is in the data type of number. Yes. Discount is a number. Here the discount is a number.
No, the value of discount. You can see it is in thousands.
Here, calculate panni output is displayed. Here it's not required to be.
Okay, so but okay, format data table on the
Here it is actually the calculated value, not a percentage. Output calculate panni. But still don't load it, please wait. Still don't load it, please wait. Now, why I recommend not to load is data type, everything is perfect. Greens are there, all are green, data type is correct, heading is also fine. But the problem is, when I go to this data, SQL code, warehouse, and you can see day. There is a column called as day, there is a column called as month, and there is a column called as year. So, I don't like this day in a separate column, month in a separate column, year in a separate column. If I combine everything and make it as a date, so that yesterday when you create a date-wise report, it's easy to drill down. When I click on year, you can get quarter-wise. When I click on quarter, you can get month-wise. When I click on month, you can get day-wise. So creating the report and formulas and function will be easier if I combine this and make it as year or date format. In Excel, we have to struggle for this. You have to use a concatenation function and so many things. But in Power BI or Power Query, it's very easy. See how is your format. I think here it doesn't give a very big problem. So let me select the day first, month second, and year third, holding the control key. Holding the control key, select the day, month, and year. If your system format, my system format is DMY format, that's why I selected day, month, year. If some system is in month date format, then select month first and day second and year third. So how is your data format? But here it doesn't make a very big difference because the month is like January, April, May. So that's not a problem here. That's not. If the January is 01, April is 04, March is 03, then it may get confused. So you have to select month first, day second, and year third based on your system format. My system is DMY format. So I go for date first, month next, and year third. Select it. Later, you are going to help me here. After understanding the concept, you are going to help me in near future. Just understand this concept. It's very vital here. Now, I want to combine all this. You want to combine all this. And you want to combine all this and you want a separate column. Date, month, year to be combined and we want it in a separate column means then you have to go to this option called as add column. If you want to combine date, month, year in another column, 3 plus 1, day plus month plus year, I want it in another column, that is adding the column, extra column. But if I want to combine day, month, year, merge it into one column, 3 equal to 1. 3 equal to 1. 3 will be merged into 1. Then you have to go for transform. Because when you go to the transform and add, most of the formula will be similar. Most of the formula will be similar. You have to understand where we have to use the transform, where we have to use the add column. Because today we are going to use more on transforming and adding. So, day plus month plus year in a separate column means you have to go to add column. Day, month, year, merge it into one column. Then you have to go for transform column. So now I recommend to go with transform column. So let us go to transform because I don't want an extra column here. I want all the 3 merged and I want one column called as date. SQ date or some date, stock date or some date. So let us stay transform data, click on transform. Under transform, you can see there is an option available, merge columns. Transform tab, under transform tab, you can see merge columns. Equivalent to using concatenation function or ampersand function in Excel. Merge columns. And what is the separator for this column? After date, what is the separator? After month, what is the separator? After year, sorry, after year we don't have separator. So in between the day, month, what is the separator we want? I recommend to follow your system format. As per my system, I have an hyphen. So let me go with the hyphen. The separator can be hyphen. Unfortunately, hyphen is not there. So let us go to custom and I give hyphen. So go to transform, click on merge column. This dialog box will open. Custom and I click on this hyphen. And what is the column name? This column will be merged into one column. After merging, what is the column name you want it? You can give it here, or after merging also you can change it. Right click, rename, and double click and rename also. So better to give the name here itself. Let us give a name. It's SQA date. Something. Or don't just give date. Give something, sales date. Something. Some to be prefixed or suffixed with the date. Why? Because this date is a data type. So try to have some other meaningful name. So just to say okay, yes. You can see all the 3 are combined and we got one extra column. All the 3 combined together into one column. So we got this column, date, month and year. Can I load this now? Why? Sir. Top 1000 is for checking only the column proofing. Data will be loaded fully, sir. Column proofing check பண்றதுக்காக மட்டும் தான் அந்த 1000. But it will load the entire data. If you select this or not selecting also, no problem. It is checking whether my data is clean or not. You are 1000 product you are manufacturing. I am checking only 10 and sending all the product. அந்த மாதிரி தான். It is column proofing. Load பண்ணும்போது everything will get loaded. Format, the data type, very good, super. This data type is not correct. It's saying the data type of ABC. It should be the data type of date. Tell me, how can I convert this as date? Super. Yesterday we did this. First 90% Power Query will convert your data type. But here, Power Query is not converting it. It's because we manually combined this column. So Power Query is not combining it. So we will give second chance to Power Query. How do we give the second chance? What you said is correct. Transform data. Select the column, transform data. Detect data type. Yesterday I think I have told this. Detect data type. Second chance. Yes. It has detected. It has converted the date into proper data type now. Calendar is appearing. If it is not converting, then we have to follow the third one. What is the third one? Manually, you can go here, click here and change it to date. That's the third one. If second is not working, go for the third one. I think second is working fine here. If it is not working, then you have to go for the third. I think that's not required. But still don't load it, wait. Done. Even this I indicated yesterday also. Sometimes you can hide or unhide the columns which is empty, or sometimes you can hide or unhide the columns which is not required. For example, employee name, employee email address may not be required. Similarly, I have 5 sheets. Could you tell me which is the sheet we are going to use it for our reporting? Consolidated sheet. So I want this sheet for my reporting. So why to unnecessarily load all the 5 sheets and increase your file size and decrease your system speed? And even we will get confused. There will be 5 sheets. Based on which sheet we have to create a report, we will get confused. So better not to load these 4 sheets. Load only this sheet. So can I delete this? No, you cannot delete it because this is interlinked. Based on this 4 sheets only, this sheet is created. So you cannot delete it also. So I can unload this. Don't load this data to Power BI. Load only this consolidated to Power BI. How can I unload it? Very simple. Right click on this bank. No other go. You have to do this manually. Anyway, I have returned this to Microsoft to make everything at one stroke. As of now, you have to do it 4 times. If you have 20 tables, you have to do 20 times. No other go as of now. Right click on Bangalore. Enable load. Untick it. Uncheck that enable load. Uncheck that enable load for Bangalore. You can see it turns into italics. It changes into italics. That means this table will not be loaded. Chennai, right click, enable load. Delhi, right click, enable load. Pune, right click, enable load. So except the consolidated, all the 4 sheets we are disabling it. Unchecking the enable load is disabling it. We have disabled it. Now only consolidated is available. Now let me load this to Power BI. Go to Home tab, close and apply. Home tab, close and apply. Yes. Now even though it will say all the 5 sheets, you can see only 1 sheet will get loaded. Only 1 sheet. It's saying the loading consolidated Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune, but on the right hand side, you will get only 1 sheet. Only the consolidated sheet will get loaded. Other sheets will not get loaded. So you can see here on the right hand side, only 1 sheet will get loaded. That consolidated sheet. All the other sheets are available still, but it's not loaded. What will happen if I load it? One is we'll get confused because 5 sheets will be there. Second one is unnecessarily it will increase your file size and decrease your system speed. This data is very small. Okay, suppose very big data means it will increases your file size. Okay. Done. Let me check whether this is working fine. Just for a checking. I think we have this warehouse in separate sheet. We have combined the warehouse into 1 sheet. I want to create a report and check whether it's working fine or not. Let me create some report. Maybe a pie chart or anything. I'll select a pie chart. Warehouse, because warehouse in different sheet. I drag the warehouse to the legend area. And maybe the net sales into value area. Yes, sorry. Net sales into the value area. Yeah. So all the 4 warehouses are available. Delhi, Chennai, Pune, Bangalore. It's working fine. Next we'll see about files. How to consolidate multiple files. Please do save this file. Let me save the file. Save as, and browse this device. And 02, it's warehouse sales. So I have given some name for this. For my reference, I have given 02 warehouse sales and I saved this file. Next. Let us go to the folder 03. There is a folder available. The exercise file which we have downloaded yesterday, there is a folder. Under that folder 03 orders, there are 4 files, not sheets, files. Order 2021. This is the order details of year 2021. And order details of 2022. Order details of 2023, 2024. So if I open 2021, all the order details of 2021 will be displayed here. Order ID, region, order date. Just for checking, I'm opening the file and I'm checking. We have order ID, we have the region name, we have the date, and we have the order amount. This is on the sheet number 1. And when I go to the sheet number 2, order 2022, I believe here also we have the same kind of data. Order ID, region, order date, order. This is for year 2022. You can check the order date. I think this is for 2022. That is for 2021. This is for 2022. Same like we have it for next 2 sheets, 23 and 24. Now we are going to consolidate all the 4 sheets and all the 4 files and make it as one file, make it as one report. I want to know year-wise what is the sum of order amount. 21 to 24 year-wise what is the sum of order amount. And this is not an Excel file. Even though the symbol looks like an Excel file, it's not an Excel file, it's a CSV file. Most of your data, when you download it, it will be in a CSV file. Why they are giving it in a CSV file means CSV file can be opened in any software. It's not required you have to open in a particular software. Excel means you have to open only in Excel. But CSV can be opened in Excel, CSV can be opened in a notepad, TextPad, you can open it in Word, you can open it in HTML, you can open it as a PDF. So you can open it in any mode. That's why people are downloading in CSV. So this is also CSV. So these 4 files I want to consolidate and make it as one file. And later, I may add some new data also here. For example, next year, this year I'm going to add a data, 2024, 2025, 26. So every year I will add a data. Or every day I'm downloading a data. Every month, every week I'm downloading the data. So I want to consolidate and make it as one report. That's what we are going to do now. So let us open Power BI. I'll open Power BI desktop. And as I told, it's very simple, very easy. We have to follow the steps, that's all. Steps is also very easy, not too complicated. Let us go with a blank report, or you can open with the get data source also. I'll open a fresh new Power BI. Old Power BI, you can close it. And if you want, you can open it based on your RAM capacity. If your RAM is very good, otherwise it will be slower when you open multiple files. I recommend not to open multiple files. So I opened a blank report. So tell me which option I can go. It's not an Excel file, so I cannot use Excel here. Can I go to get data? Then which has to be selected here? Text CSV. When I click on text CSV, the problem is I'll go to that particular file and I'm trying to select 4 files. Unfortunately, I'm not able to. I'm pressing the control key and I'm pressing the shift key and I'm selecting this and I'm pressing control A. No. It's not possible to select multiple sheets at a time. So, multiple files at a time. Sorry. So what we do is go to get data. More. So go to get data. Click on more. Under more, you have to select folder. In that folder, there may be a text file, there may be a CSV file, there may be Excel file also. We'll filter that later. First, let me select the folder. Connect. Folder. and I click on connect. And where is your folder? Your folder path. If you know the folder path, I already in that particular, my data is residing, my cursor is residing in the same folder path. So what we can do, go to this address bar on the top. There is address bar on the top. You can copy the address path and you can come to Power BI and paste that. Control C, Control V. You can copy the address bar and you can paste it here also, if you are already residing in that folder. That's method 1. Method 2 is as usual, you can browse and you can find the folder. Browse and find the folder, or you can copy and paste the folder path also, whichever is convenient, whichever is easier. So I copied and pasted the folder path. Okay. So I click on OK now. As usual, it will go to the navigator. Sorry. Folder, connect, browse. I am selecting that particular folder. 03 orders. Okay. So it will go to the navigator. In the navigator, all the list of files will be shown here, where I have 4 options: combine, load, transform, cancel. Could you tell me which I can click here? Combining or loading or transforming? I recommend always go with transform, because here fortunately we have only CSV. Sometimes you may have multiple sheets and multiple files also. I want only 4 files to be combined, so I can select only 4 files. I can transform it properly. Whatever there may be some error, to solve it, I always recommend to go with transform. I always recommend to go with transform. Instead of loading or combining, go to transform always. So click on transform data. So I click on transform. It goes to Power Query again. So Power Query will help us to clean up our data, unwanted data. If you want to add something or do something, you can do it in Power Query. That's the reason I'm coming to Power Query. Here, fortunately, I have only 4 sheets, 4 files. Assume you have multiple files here. Suppose I have an Excel file here. Assume I have an Excel file. I have a PDF file. I have a text file, multiple files here. But I want to consolidate only this CSV file. So what I can do? There is a filter area called as extension. You can go to the extension and I can select only CSV. Suppose you have a text, we have PDF. I want to combine only CSV, means you can select CSV. Then I selected only CSV. Then go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, the last one, Combine Files. Unfortunately, the combine file is graded out, it's deactivated. Why it's graded out is I placed the cursor somewhere else here. That's why it's graded out. Your cursor should be in this area of content. If your cursor is in the content area, then this would have been activated. So you have to place the cursor on the content. So please be careful. Don't go to the binary area and your handover symbol will open. Don't click it. If I click it, some extra steps will be opened. You have to undo all the steps. Undo all the steps, which is very complicated. So please place the cursor somewhere else in the top. Or if you feel that is very complicated, when I select it, the combine file is now activated. My cursor can be anywhere, but this combine is graded out. I don't like to click somewhere else here. So what do you do? Next to the content, there is 2 arrow marks. You can see the icon is same. Before the combine, the down arrow is available. Same content also, you can see same 2 down arrow is available. Same symbol. That means both are used for same purposes. So let me click on these 2 down arrows. Or the combine is activated, click on combine, whichever is easier. So I click on 2 down arrows. When I click on 2 down arrows, it's evaluating and it will show you the preview of your table, first sheet. It shows preview of the first sheet. Like this, you can select first file, second file, third file, fourth file. Each file you can see the preview. But I already checked in the Excel itself. No need for checking. If you want to check, you can check it. That's your wish. But it will take some time if you want to check each and every file. So I checked with the file. Skip file with error. Don't select this option. Don't select the error. What this will do is, if a file is having some error, it will not import the file. It will skip that file. If the file is with the error, show me the error. We will solve it. That's the reason we are using Power Query. If there is a green, if there is a gray, if there is a red, show me that green, gray or red. We will solve it. So better not to select this. Not to select this. That's it. And it will check only with the first 200 rows. Normal Power Query it will check with 1000, but here it will check with 200. If you want to check with the entire data set also, you can do that. This is only for quality checking, but it will load the entire data. Say OK here. That's it. Within a few seconds, you can see all the 4 files would have been combined into one file. Order ID, region name, order date, order amount. How do I know all the 4 files are combined? You can scroll down to the last and check it one by one. Or you can go to the source name here on the left hand side. Click on the source name. You should get all the 4 files. But I am getting only 2 files. The reason why I am getting only 2 files is other 2 files are not visible. So you can click on load more. When I click on load more, all the 4 files are displayed here. Every time you have to click on load more, then only you can see all the 4 files. Still it's not over, we will see one more here. Very simple, when I click on combine files, all the 4 files has been combined into one file. Right? Now, let me close and apply this file. I'm going to close this. Close and apply. We are going to load this to Power BI. Nothing, I think columns are clean, no problem. So let me close and apply. Let us create one report and check. So wait for until it is applying. Don't click on discard and apply changes. Wait. It's loading to Power BI now. After loading, we will create a report and we'll see one more very important feature. Yes, it's getting loaded. I think it's a little bit bigger folds. I think more than 3000 rows. It's loaded. Now for a checking, let us create some chart. Maybe the column chart. I'll put a clustered column chart. I'm drawing the clustered column chart. Year wise. Year is available in different sheet. 21, 22, 23, 24. All are in 4 different files, right? So that's why I want to check with year. So year is available under the order date. Drag the order date to x-axis. Order amount to y-axis. So year wise. 21, 22, 23, 24. Every year, what is my order amount? All are available in 4 different files. 4 different. So we have created a small report for checking purpose. We have created a report and we have checked it. It's working fine. We'll see one more feature. Now, 21, 22, 23, 24, all are in different files. We have consolidated into one file. Fine. Now, assume today I have downloaded a file. Wantedly, I kept that file in the main folder. When you come to the main folder which you have downloaded, there is one more file called as Order 2025. There is a file called as Order 2025. Assume or just think that we have downloaded this file today. So now this file, Order 2025. So these 4 files are 4 different years. Now I have downloaded this. Cut this file or copy it. Cut it or copy it. That's your wish. I'm cutting it. Control X. And I'll go to this 03 orders. Same folder. Paste it. Cut the file and paste that file. I have moved the file from one location to the location where we have all the files. This is the folder which we have selected in Power BI. So I moved the file to the same folder, then come to Power BI. Then what we have to do now? Refresh. We got 2025 here. Just click on refresh, the 2025 is added. So you have to download the file and put it into the folder. That's all we have to do, refresh it. If you have scheduled refresh, it gets refreshed automatically. So consolidating multiple sheets, if it is identical, very simple and very easy.
If it is not, means like columns are not
Not ready.
Earlier we
that is for single. I mean, single file, different sheets. Huh?
This is also same. Based on the first data, first sheet, it will be arranged. If the column is not available, it will show you blank. Yeah. Based on the first data. First sheet எப்படி இருந்ததோ அந்த மாதிரி இங்கே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபைல் எப்படி இருந்ததோ ப்ரிவியூ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபைல் அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி காலம்ஸ் தான் அரேஞ்ச். Can be CSV and can be text and can be Excel. That's நீங்க முதல்ல மூணுலயே போட்டு நாலு ஷீட் கம்பைன்
5 minutes it will get saved. It's the same folder on the side. You sure? Combining, you selected a different folder. Select one of you selected. I think it's already 10:15. We are working with the identical data.
Probably after the break, we will see how to work with the non-identical data, how to write the lookup function, if functions in Power Query. That's all the chapter which we are going to see. Save this file and we'll go for a break. After the break, we'll start with non-identical data. Before the lunch break, we should complete Power Query. We should start Power BI. The time is very shorter. We'll try to cover as much as possible. Yes. Same 15 minutes. Pausing that. Now, before going to the next chapter, we are going to see more on Power Queries. Before that, I want you all to try. Go to the same folder. Under this folder, you can see there are some text files. The main folder which you have downloaded, there are some text files: assembly, engine, paint shop, and testing. There are four text files. Let me open the file called as assembly. When I open the file, it's a text file. When I open the file called assembly, we have some columns: line name, model name, shift, target, quantity, actual quantity, rejection. There are some columns available. Same like you can see, some columns are available in engine, some columns are available in paint shop, some columns are available in testing. Almost all the columns are similar. Now what I want you all to try is, I want you to combine all these four files: assembly, engine, paint shop, and testing. All these four files I want to combine and make it as one file. But the challenge is, without creating any folders. Don't create a folder. Earlier, we had a folder called as orders, where we have placed all the file and we have consolidated. Now, without creating a folder, I want you to consolidate all the four files. Actually, it's already in a particular folder only. So we can consolidate it and we can make it as one report. I want you to try. And in this folder, we can see Excel file is available, PBX file is available, and PowerPoint file is also available. I want you to try, just 2 or 3 minutes, try and consolidate all these four files, four text files: assembly, engine, paint shop, testing. All the four text files has to be combined into one file. So just try. Just try. If you are not getting, I will help you how to do it. First try and fail rather than failing to try. Just try. So combine all the four text files. These four text files has to be combined. Which one? Assembly, engine, paint shop, and this testing. The four files you have to combine and you have to make it as one file. Try. If you are not able to get it, I will help. Just try. Yes, please. Same thing what we did in the last session. Same thing what we did. But the challenge is, don't create a folder. You should not create a folder. Without creating the folder, you have to combine. Combine all the four text files into one file without creating a folder. Don't create a folder. That's the challenge. Don't create a folder. Without creating a folder, combine all the four text files. Just to try. I think I have given the clue about this in the last session itself. I have given a clue of this. Done? Another 1 or 2 minutes, otherwise I will help you. Anyone with the solution? Done. Only one thing you have to do is filter. Very good. You have to filter only the text files. Okay. Let me try this. I'll open Power BI desktop. So let me open this Power BI desktop. And you can go to blank report, or you can go do it on your home screen itself. On your first welcome screen itself, you can do it. Welcome screen itself, you can see there is an option available, get the data from other sources. Or you can go to blank report and get data also. That's another method. Or you can straight away do it here. Get the data from other sources. And it's going to be a folder. So let me select a folder there. So you can see it will show you the sources. In the sources, we are going to select a folder. But I didn't select the folder. Note that I didn't select any folder. I didn't create any folder. So let me select folder, connect, and it's residing in a particular folder. Go to browse, and I select this PC and my folder name, and I'm selecting the main folder. Under that folder, you have all the files: Excel file, CSV file, text files. So I didn't create a folder. I didn't create any subfolders. I selected that main folder where all the files will be displayed. If I say OK, you can see all the file will get displayed here. All the files. Yes. All the files available is getting displayed here. Let me go to transform data, Power Query. That's the reason I told you to come to Power Query. In Power Query, you can see all the files available. There are some PBX file, there are some Excel file, CSV, all the files. But I want to combine only the text files. So what we do, go to the extension, go to the filter of this extension, filter arrow of the extension, and select only the TXT. So I'm selecting only the TXT. So we are selecting only the text files. Only the text files has to be selected. Okay. The text file has to be selected here, and I say OK here. All the text files are displayed. So assembly, engine, paint shop, testing, all the text files are displayed. Now it's very simple. Click on the double arrow. Click on the double down arrow. Click on that double down arrow. Evaluating the query. And it will show you the preview of your first file. This is the preview of the first file. I can see the preview. And say OK here. Yes. All the 4 files will be combined together into one file. How can I check this? Go to filter and I see here all the 4 files. Assembly, engine, paint shop and testing. All the 4 files was combined into one file. Only one thing is you have to apply the filter. Because I want to filter only, I want to combine only the text file. I don't want to combine all the files. Only the text file has to be combined. So that's why we have filtered it. And then after filtering it, combined. That's all. So no need to create a separate folder. Combine two down arrow. Okay. Let me load this file to Power BI and I save this file, close and apply. I closed it and I am going to apply this to Power BI and I will save this. If you want, you can create a report and check whether it's working or not. It should work. So let me save this file. So we have seen how to combine multiple files into one file. Either you can create a separate folder or it can be in the existing folder. You can filter it and you can combine it. So let me save this file. File, save as, browse this device, and this is 04 where we have combined all the text files. Combined text files. So I'm giving some meaningful name for these files. So we have seen how to combine multiple sheets identical. We have combined multiple files identical. Next. Let me close this file. We have seen how to combine the file. I am closing this. Next, we are going to see another powerful feature. 05. Same folder. If you go to the same folder, there is one more file. 05 part sales tracker. There is another Excel file called as part sales tracker where I can see two sheets. Sheet number 1 where we can see zone names, east zone, west zone, north zone, south zone. Then we have the part numbers, planned year quantity, Q1 quantity, Q2 quantity, Q3 quantity, Q4 quantity, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. This is in sheet number 1. When I go to sheet number 2, we have the same part number, material type, category name, part name, stock quantity, reorder level, lead time, drawing number, and we have unit of measures and we have rate. So we have two different files. Both the files are not identical. If both the files are identical, very simply we can append it or we can combine it, but both are non-identical. So let us come to the sales distribution. Here I want to get what is the name of the part. I have the part number, I want the name of the part, and I want the rate and I want the unit of measures. So when I get the rate, I can multiply with the quantity so that I will get what is my total sales. So I want to bring the name, rate, and maybe I will take unit of measures. I want to bring the name, rate, and unit of measures here. So which is available in part master. Or you can bring anything. I can bring the material type, I can bring the category name, I can bring the stock quantity, anything. So I want to bring a column like rate, name, rate, and unit of measures here. Tell me normally how do we do it? Forget about Power BIs and Power Queries. We have to use old version. We have to use VLOOKUP. Latest version? XLOOKUP. So when you come for the second Excel training, I would have thought XLOOKUP. X. That is XLOOKUP. But now, when you come for Excel training, I would have told that stop using VLOOKUP, start using XLOOKUP. Now I will say stop using XLOOKUP also. Don't use lookup. Don't write formulas and functions. Stop writing lookup function. I don't know whether you know it. When you write more lookup function, it will slow down your system speed. Increases your file size. So stop using lookup and stop using formulas and function. But now without writing lookup, how can you get an output here? That's what we are going to do now, right? Let me first import this data into Power BI. I have seen people are living with lookup day by day. Life lookup, but now I'm saying stop using it. Don't use lookup. Stop using it. Start using the next feature, which is very powerful, which is very simple, easier, faster. So let me open Power BI now. So I'll open Power BI. First, let me import the data into Power BI. I'll import this data as usual. I'll open Power BI desktop. I think now you would have well versed on it. We have used more than 3 or 4 times. So you would have been well versed on this. So I opened Power BI. I think it's an Excel file. It's an Excel file. So let us get it from Excel workbook itself. Or you can open a blank report and go for get data, or you can get the Excel workbook straight away here. I click on Excel workbook. And let me select that sheet, or sorry, file. The file name is part sales tracker. That's a file name, part sales tracker. Open it. I selected part sales tracker, open it. Navigator, where there are two sheets available. Select both the sheets. Select both the sheets. Part master and sales distribution. Transform data. So as usual, we are using transform data. It goes to Power Query again. Before doing anything, please check the column quality. Make it as a practice, make it as a habit. Three things which we discussed yesterday. Greens, all the columns are greens. Heading is correct. Data type is correct. Yes. All the data are green. Heading is correct. Data type is correct. Sales distribution. Heading is correct. All are greens. Data type is also green. Yes. We have checked the column quality. Now, if you want to write a lookup function, there should be a common column between two tables. Could you tell me what is the common column between these two tables? Part number. Very good. Same thing. We are going to get the data based on the part number now. So place the cursor on the sales distribution table. Place the cursor on the sales distribution table. Even if you use VLOOKUP also, we'll do the same thing. Correct? If you use the VLOOKUP also, suppose as you are told, I want to use the VLOOKUP function. Where we will write the VLOOKUP function is, if I open the Excel, I want the part name here, means you will place the cursor here and you will write equal to VLOOKUP based on this part number. Go to the part master and get the output. So I will write the VLOOKUP in the sales distribution because I want the output here. Same like here. Same like in Power BI. Place the cursor on the sales distribution table. Place the cursor anywhere on the sales distribution table. Go to the home tab again. Go to the home tab again. Once again, there are two options. I will explain two options. You tell me which could be the better one. Merge query. The last already we used the append query. Append query is for combining multiple sheets. Merge query, combine is combining multiple files. Now merge query. Under merge query, two options. First one is merge query. What this merge query will do is, I think we have a common column is part number. Based on the part number, assume I want the name, rate and unit of measures. What this merge query will do is, it will bring the name, rate and unit of measures in the sales distribution here. Sales distribution table. In the same table, the name, rate and unit of measure will be displayed. If I select the merge query. If I select merge query as new, based on this part number, it will bring the name, rate and unit of measure in some other fresh new table. It will get the data in fresh new table. So the common columns, it will get it in a fresh new table. The part number, name, rate, it will get it in a new table when I use merge query as new. Merge query means in the same sales distribution table, you will get the name, rate and unit of measure. Tell me which one is correct. Merge query or merge query as new? Merge query, very good. Here we have to go for merge query. Append query? Append query as new, because combining I want it in a new file. But here combined I want in the same file, because in the sales distribution table only I want the name, rate and unit of measure. So you have to go for merge query. Superb. What is said is correct. So merge query. It's very simple. It's not too complicated. It's very, very simple. Already a table is opened on the top. The sales distribution table is already opened on the top. On the bottom, select the second table, part master. Already first table is selected on the top. Second table, you have to select it, part master. And what is the common column between the two tables? Part number. So select the part number, select the part number. Select the common column. When you write a VLOOKUP also, we'll have the matching column, right? Same matching column you have to select. What will happen if I selected the wrong column? Suppose here I selected the part number, here I selected the part name. Will it throw an error? Not at all. It will never throw the error, but it's on the bottom you can see it shows selection as 0 match, no match. So it says 0, there will be NA. So better to select the common columns, part number, part number. In olden days, one table will be on the left hand side, another table will be on the right hand side. So this table will be on the left. In olden days, this table will be on the right. That's why the people are calling it as left, right, left outer, right outer. Olden days we have to remember it. Now no worries. Power BI query will take care of it. Left outer means all the data from the first. It will display all the data from the first and matching data. So I want the name here, I want the rate here, I want the unit of measure. The matching data will be displayed here. Correct. That is already selected. Other things I will explain in our upcoming session. Suppose if a part number is available in sales but it's not available in the master. If part number is available in the master, it's not available in the sales. A part number is available in the master but we have never sold it, unsold. Unsold item, I want it separately. In that case, we can use left anti, right anti. There are so many other options. Probably time permits, we'll explore it later. Now we have to select this left outer. Left outer. Never select this, use fuzzy match. Fuzzy match is approximate match. In Excel, we'll do that. What is approximate match? Here all are text. Okay, suppose if the part number is 1001, here the part number is 1002. If 1001 is not available, find the next one, 1002 or 1003. That is called as approximate match. So don't use the fuzzy match. Fuzzy match means if this part number is not available, it will find the next nearest part number, which is not the right one. I want to find the exact part number. So don't select the fuzzy match. If you select fuzzy match, then you have to go for how the fuzzy match should be. So don't select the fuzzy match. That's it. Select two tables, select two common columns. That's all, nothing. Select the two tables and select which are all the two common columns. That's it. Say OK. You can see on the right hand side of the sales distribution table, there is a new column inserted here. In the name of the sheet name, that part master, same name is displayed here. I don't want the part master. I want the three columns, name, rate and unit of measures. How can I get these three columns here without rating? Yes. Go to this arrow mark, two arrow marks. You can see next to the part master, there are two arrow marks, left arrow, right arrow, two arrow marks. That is for expanding your columns. Expand. Click on the two arrow mark and select whichever the column you want it here. Uncheck that select all. I want the name, I want rate, and I want unit of measures. These three columns. This is equivalent to writing three lookups. Equivalent to writing three lookups. I select the name, I select the unit of measures, I select them. Like this, whatever the column. Suppose you want the category name, you want the material type, you want the drawing number, reorder level, whatever you want, you can select. Later also you can modify it. And one more is, use original column name as prefix. What is that original column name as prefix? This is part name. How the part name will be displayed is part master dot part name, part master dot UIM, part master dot rate. So it will be displayed along with the name of that file, sheet name. If you don't want it, you can uncheck it. It will be displayed as part name, rate, unit of measures. Later also you can modify, no problem. Let it be here. Later I will modify it. Say OK. Yes. Now it displays the part master name, part master rate, part master unit of measures. So all the three columns are displayed here. Name, rate and unit. Name, unit of measures and rate. But I don't like this part master dot part name, part master dot unit of measure. I don't like it. So what we can do? Applied steps. As usual, applied steps. Go to the settings of the applied steps. Remove that prefix name, part master. I don't like part master. I want just part name, rate and unit of measures. So I can delete that. Or if you want it, you can have it, or you can just delete this. So now we got the name, we got the unit of measures, we got the rate without writing a lookup function. Okay, this is equivalent to writing three lookups. Same thing, whatever we are doing now, it can be done in Excel also. We'll see how to do the same process in Excel. First we'll finish up this, then we'll see how to do the same process in Excel.
So can we convert this file into Excel?
I'm saying we can do it in Excel itself. Why to convert?
Power query, I need Excel file means can I export?
Come on. You no need to do it here and export it to Excel. You can do it in Excel itself. That's what I'm saying. You can do it in Excel. Why to do it here and put it into Excel? Same thing you can do it in Excel. Here, why you come here and do that and go there? Wrong Excel. You can do it in Excel. I will tell you how to do it. Or if you want to export, you can do it. You can click here, copy the entire table and paste. Easiest. Done. Now let us see what are all the other formulas and functions we can do it in Power Query, which we can avoid in Excel. I recommend maximum try to avoid writing formulas and function in Excel and Power BI also. Power BI and Excel can be used only for analyzing the data. Don't write more formulas and functions in Excel and Power Query. Avoid it. Try to do everything. Most of the things try to do it in Power Query itself. For example, now we have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. I want to sum up this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and I want year quantity. Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4, I want year quantity in a separate column. So I want one extra column here which should show me the year quantity. So let me select that 4 columns. Q1 quantity, Q2 quantity, Q3 quantity, Q4 quantity. I selected all the 4 columns. Now I want to sum up all the 4 columns and I want an extra column here called as year quantity. Tell me here. I think before the break I told you this. Where I can go here, add column or I can go for transform column. Whether I can go for add column or whether I can go for transform column. Add or transform. 4 plus 1, 5. You have to go for add column. 4 merged into 1. Then you have to go for transform. I am not merging and bringing it as 1. Here I am not merging. We want to add that plus this plus this. I want an extra column. So you have to go for add column. Very good. Add column. So we want to sum up all the 4 columns and I want the extra column here. Sum up all the 4 columns. Add column. In Excel, what we do, if you want to sum up, we can say Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. That can be done. Or you can say sum of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. That's also fine, right? We will say A1 plus B1 plus C1 plus D1. If you say that, it will give you your output. If you say sum of A1, B1, C1, D1 also, it will give you the same output. Correct? Same thing here. So go to add column. Either you can go to statistics. Under statistics, there is called as sum. Sum of all the 4 columns. That's one method. Second method, standard add. Add means Q1, add Q2, add Q3, add Q4. So both are same. Either you can go to statistics and make it as sum or go to standard and make it as add. Both will give you the same output. Sum of A1 plus B1 is also same. A1 plus B1 is also same. Same thing. Let me click on add. Yes. At the last, you can see there is a new column added, which is giving sum of all this Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. So don't write the sum function in Excel. We can do it in Power Query itself.
If you want to insert formula, then we can use custom column.
What type of formulas?
For example, I want to do 3 addition, 1 subtraction, then I can use.
I will explain. We'll see that. And I recommend try to have some meaningful name for your applied steps. Today I know this is a sum inserted sum. When I open the same file tomorrow, I may not understand what is this insert sum. So better to right click and give some, I think we discussed this yesterday. Rename, give some meaningful name for it. This is sum of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So we have sum of all this Q1 and Q2, Q3. This is what the step we did it here. So try to have some meaningful name for each and every steps. So that when you open the file tomorrow, you will understand what we did here. Even for merge query or expand also, we can give some name. That's your wish. So let me give a name for this column. This column heading is addition. I don't like addition. I want to give some meaningful name. Double click on this. Or right click rename. Right click rename or double click on the column heading. And this is year quantity. So I have given some meaningful name for this column called as year quantity. Okay. We'll see how to write other formulas. I believe now we have avoided 3 formulas. Could you tell me what are all the 3 formulas we have avoided here? We look up. Sum. One more. We look up. Concatenates. Morning we did it. Day, month, year. Combined. As of now we have ordered 3 formulas in Excel. Now I want you to try this. We'll see other formulas also. I want you to try this. Add a column. I want you to add a column. Name of the column is, let us say, total sales. Let us say, or I can say year sales or total sales. Total sales is equal to rate into year quantity. I think it's very simple. You can do it very easily. Can you try this? Add a column. The name of the column can be total sales. The formula is rate into quantity. That's all. Rate into year quantity. Just now I found that year quantity. Multiply the year quantity with the rate. Very good. Simple. Very good. Excellent. So you have to take only few seconds to do it. Not even minutes. Within few seconds you can do this. Just now I added it, now I want you to multiply it. Very good. Great. You come for Excel training, I will give you some scores based on who is well, but here no scores. Sir, over. Error. Sir, whatever the steps you are doing, please try to do it at the last. Don't do it somewhere else in the middle. You may get an error. In the step, I think I told you yesterday itself. Don't do it somewhere else in the middle. Always use the steps after the last step. Everything will get disturbed. Then you will get some error. So done. Okay. How can I do this? Very simple. Select the rate. Select the year quantity. Add column. Standard. Then multiply. Select the rate because I want to multiply the rate and year quantity to get the total sales. We have selected the rate, we have selected the year quantity, go to add column, go to standard, add, multiply, subtract, divide. So I want to multiply. Yes. The 2 columns has been multiplied. What's the name of the column? Double click on this column heading. The name is total sales. Multiplying a column. 2 columns. We'll see some other formulas. Now, adding, multiplying, it's okay. Now, suppose this total sales, I want to multiply with the constant value, fixed value. Here we are multiplying the rate into quantity. That is fine. It's very simple. Select both the column, multiply both the column, add, divide. That's okay. But I want to get maybe let us take tax. Out of total sales, my tax is 18%. We have the tax of 18%. I want to multiply 18% with the total sales. Constant 18%. Constantly I want to multiply with the 18%. Select the total sales column. Add column again. Go to add column. If 2 columns are added, it's very simple. You can say add, multiply or divide. I select the total sales column, go to the standard, add column, standard, multiply. I said multiply. Multiply with what? Now it will ask If you selected two columns, it automatically multiplies two columns. But here, when I say multiply, it's asked based on what you want to multiply. I want to multiply with 18%. Type 18% or 0.08. 0.18. 0.18 or 18%. Just give the value here, 18%. Or if you want the value, 1.18 also. If you want the tax value added and multiplied. So I say 18% and say okay. Yes. This is my tax value. Double click and I rename this tax value. So if you want to add multiply a column, you can select both the columns and do it. If you want to add multiply with a constant value, select the column, go to add multiply and give that value here. Now, I need a support from your side. Here we have a value 3,04,115.04. Here 23,212.24, 33,294,631.94. I want to round this off. I want to round it off. For example, could you tell me what, if I round it off, what should be the value in the first one? 30411? 5 or 6? 5. Second is 5. Common rounding, not rounding, normal rounding, not upward or downward, normal rounding. So what should be there for 94632? Because after dot we have 9. So I want to round this. This you can do it in Excel also, but you can do it in some other column. But I want to round it in the same column. So I want the rounding should happen in the same column, which is not possible in Excel. You can round it in some other column. I want to round it in the same column. Select the column, then the rounding is available in two areas. One is in add column, there is rounding. When I go to the transform column also, you can see rounding. Can you tell me which I can go? I can go to add column or I will go to transform column. Transform column, because you want to do it in the same area, not as a new column. Very good. So you have to go to, this is where you have to differentiate, where we can use add column, where we can use transform column. Transform column, rounding, go to rounding. In transform column, in transform you can see there is an option called as rounding, upward rounding or downward rounding or a normal rounding. Let us go for a normal rounding. So rounding, round, on which digits you want to round it. So I want to round it after the dot. After the dot means you have to say 0. Suppose I want to round it after this first digits. After decimal means you have to say 1. But normally people will go for 0 only. So I recommend to go with 0. So here it should be 304115. In the fourth row it should be 94632. Let me check. Okay, yes. It's rounded off. 304115, 94632. As I indicated, these are all the things not possible in the same column. You can do the rounding in Excel, but you can do the rounding in some other area, not in the same, which is not possible in Excel. You have seen add, multiply, rounding, which is further more conditional column. Okay. Now we'll see combination of multiple formulas. As he has told, I want to add one column and I want to multiply another column. Or divide a column. For example, let us take a column called as year quantity. Year quantity is the actual year quantity. And there is one more column available here called as planned year quantity. Planned. As per the plan, they have planned 705 for this part number for this year. But actually, year quantity is, I don't know, more than that, 697, lesser than that. So I want to find out, we are going to write a formula to find out what is the variance percentage. So we want to find out the variance percentage. To find the variance percentage, we want to write a formula. What is the formula for finding the variance percentage? Is actual minus planned divided by plan. This is the formula to find out the variance percentage. If the output is positive, that means we have achieved our target. I think there is a spelling mistake in variance. Okay. So, if the value is in positive, that means we are more than the target. If the value is negative, that means we are lesser than the target. For this, I want to write a formula. Actual minus planned divided by plan. Actual is year quantity. Planned, there is some column called as planned year quantity. So we are going to use two things here. One is we are going to subtract. Another one is we are going to divide. If you want to only subtract, it's very simple. You can go to standard and subtract it. Divide, only divide. But I want to use two formulas. One is subtracting, another one is dividing. In that case, you have to go to add column, custom column. Custom column. Add column, custom column. Custom column. It opens a dialog box. What's the name of the column? Let us say the name of the column is variance percentage. That's the name of the column. Go to add column, custom column. Variance percentage is the name of that column. Actual. Where is actual is my year quantity is my actual. The year quantity is my actual quantity. If you know the spelling, type the spelling. If you don't know the spelling, just double click on it. It automatically comes to your form. I recommend to double click. So year quantity. So year quantity comes here. Actual year quantity minus planned year quantity. There is a column called as planned year quantity. Actual minus planned. Actual minus target, that is planned. Double click on it. Divided by plan. Actual minus plan divided by plan. Is my formula correct? 200 is okay. If you want percentage, no need for multiplying it by 100. Bracket. Why?
First it will minus the values. Then
First minus the.
no.
First it will divide, then it will subtract it. As per, someone has told that. As per Bodmer's. Super. Could have studied into schools. Bodmer's theories. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So all your mathematical calculation will work as per the Bodmer's theory. As per this formula, we have two things. One is division. Second one is subtraction. First it will divide, then it will subtract. What you told is correct. First it should subtract, then it should divide. So let us add a bracket before this. Before the year quantity, I am putting a bracket. After this planned year quantity, I am closing the bracket. Yes. Now as per Bodmer's theory, first bracket. In bracket we have subtraction. So first it will subtract, then it will divide. So when you want a combination of multiple formulas, you can use this custom columns. Okay. Yes. So there is a column created called as variance. But this variance is not in a percentage format. Could you tell me how can I convert this into percentage? Power BI is not converting. So we have to.
The data type you can see.
One is give a chance to Power Query whether it's detecting. If it is not detecting, then we'll change it. First, let us give a chance. Go to transform data, detect data type. No, it's not detecting it properly. So we are given a chance, but it's not detecting. So let us go to this 1.2 here and make this as percentage. But it will say overwrite the value, replace the value. That's okay. It has to be replaced. Replace. Yes. Wherever we have positive, that means we have achieved our target. If it is negative, we didn't achieve our target. First one, 1.7. We are very near to the target. Just 1.1% difference to our target. We are just near to the target. Second one, 23% above our target. We have performed 23% above our target. If the answer is negative, that means we didn't achieve the target. If the answer is positive, we have achieved our target. You can see it here. Click on this. Year quantity minus planned year quantity divided by planned year. Custom card. We'll see one more other formulas, one or two formulas in Power Query. Okay. Go here, click here. Last step is click here and change it to percentage format. Because we want it in percentage. Yes. Except sum if, count if, average. Tell me what is the other formula we use it in Excel, we'll try to do it in Power Query. It's a great source. That not this exercise. Afternoon I mean, because this column, this table doesn't have that. The exercise. There மட்டும் பாக்கி graphs of Power BI.
Combined graphs.
Power BI. Graphs will come in Power BI. Power Query, what are all the formulas you can use? 1 to 30, 30 to 60, I'm grouping down.
If logic no problem.
If also.
Sir, Excel.
One by one, step by step. Now, if function. I want to use a if function here. For example, let us take this total sales amount or take the region or zone wise. Zone wise, we have a different value. South zone, I want to give a different sales, maybe logistic sales, logistic cost. For a south region, the logistic cost is different. North region means the logistic will be different. East is different. West is different. So based on region wise, I want to give some output, if condition. So writing if condition in Excel, how can I do this in Power Query? Go to add column again. And remember, I'm saying multiple times, whenever you do a steps, always do it at the last. If you are doing somewhere in the middle, the steps can be collapsed. And don't drag and drop and rearrange your steps. That's also, your hierarchy may get collapsed. So please do it at the last step. After all the step is what? Do it at the last step. Add column. Go to add column. Conditional column. Add column. Conditional column. Conditional column is equivalent to if function. Conditional column. So click on conditional column. When I click on conditional column, a dialog box will open and it's asking what could be the name of this column. Let me give some name for this. Logistics cost or amount or anything. So I'm just giving some meaningful name for the column. If, which column you want to compare? I want to compare with zone, south zone, north zone, east zone, west zone. Zone, select the zone name. Based on the column which you are selecting, the operator will change automatically. Equal, greater than, less than. If I selected some number or text, if I selected the part name, you will get some other. You can see does not, begins with, ends with. If I select a date, you will get a different value. So let me select the zone equal to what? South. It's case sensitive. It is case sensitive. Case sensitive, your spelling should be correct. But zone south is equal to south. Or you want to compare the zone, one column with another column. Suppose I want to compare the actual versus plan. I want to compare with one column with another column, means you have an option here. Click here, select a column. So zone should be compared with another column. Actual should be compared with the plan. Then we can use this. Instead of typing a value, you can compare it with the column also. We'll do one exercise on that. So, but now I want to compare with, not with the column, with the value. Enter value, south. If zone equal to south, maybe let us say the logistic cost is 1000, just for example. If south zone is 1000, add clause. Next, same zone is equal to west something. West zone is something 2000. Some same add clause, same zone is equal to east 25. Add clause, zone, the last one is north 3000. If it is not south, if it is not north, if it is not west, if it is not east, at last else, the last one is 0. Equivalent to writing 4 ifs in Excel. This is equivalent to writing 4 if statement in Excel. Instead of writing 4 ifs, you can do it in Power Query. You have to if open bracket, you have to select the cell equal to, you have to put a double quotes, close double quotes, comma, 1000. It's very complicated when you write the same function in Excel, but here just we are selecting and typing. Values we have to type, other things you have to select. Okay. Yes. Based on the zone name, values are changing. Wherever we have south, we'll get 2000. West, you will get 1000. South is 1000. West is 2000. East is 2500, north is 3000. So go to the add conditional columns and click here. You can see the verify the formula again. So equivalent to writing if function. Yeah, it's case sensitive and spelling should be correct. Done? Yes, maybe probably I want you to try one small formula. Maybe I want you to write a formula, add a column. The column name can be target, question mark. What is the formula is if air quantity, we have a column called as air quantity. If the air quantity is greater than planned air quantity, if the air quantity is greater than planned air quantity, then it should display yes. That means we have achieved the target. Yes, it should display yes. Else, it should display no. That's all. Very simple. If the air quantity is greater than the planned air quantity, then it should display yes. Otherwise, it should display no. That's all. Very simple. Can you try? Another if condition. I think it's very simple. Done. Conditional column. Let me try this. Add column. Conditional column. What's the name of the column? The name of the column may be target. Whether we have achieved the target or not. If air quantity greater than. How can I select the planned air quantity here? Unfortunately, I am not able to select it. So what we have to do? Select a column. Which column? Planned air quantity. If air quantity, that is actual air quantity is more than the planned, then the output is yes. We have achieved the target. We have actual is more than the planned, means we have achieved it. Otherwise, no, we have not achieved. Simple. Okay. Wherever we have achieved the target, you will get yes. Wherever we didn't achieve the target, you will get no. Only one thing I am parking it about the date, finding the difference between the date, adding the date. Since we don't have a column called as date in this table, that's why we are not able to cover. Other than the date, other than the sum if or count if function, tell me what are all the function or feature you use it in Excel. We'll try whether we can do it in Power Query itself. Where என்னென்ன formula functions la use பண்ணி count if that is aggregation total. அதெல்லாம் aggregation total தான், அதெல்லாம் Power BI தான் பண்ணணும். பண்ணிட்டோமே கவுண்ட் ட்ராக் பண்ணிட்டா கவுண்ட் ஆஃப் ரீஜன் வைஸ் வந்துடும். தட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு சம் இஃப் அண்ட் பவர் பி. சம் இஃப் கவுண்ட் இப்ப பவர் பி ல எக்ஸல் தான் once நீங்க so you want sum of south region அதான் sum if அதுதான் பவர் பி நீங்க கேக்குறது ரிப்போர்ட்டிங். இட்ஸ் நாட் a formula, it's a reporting. அது பவர் பி. அதான் சொன்னேன் அக்ரி sum if count is add word. I used that word. So tell me what are the other features, other formula you use it in Excel. We'll try to do it in Power Query, because after this we are not going to come to Power Query. We are just going to import the data, transform it and load it. Email Power Query further. Our afternoon entire session is going to be on BI. So tell me what are the other formulas and function you try to do it in Excel. We'll try to we'll see whether we can do it in Power Query. Range and Power Query or BI. அதான் இப்போ ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் சொல்ற எல்லாமே ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் தான் சார். எனி அதர் திங்ஸ்
ஆட்டோ ஃபில் மாதிரி
மீன்ஸ்
பிளாங்கா இருக்கிற செல்ஸ் வந்து ரெலவெண்டா இருக்கிற செல்லோட ஐ மீன் மேல இருக்கிற செல்ல வேல்யூ போடுற மாதிரி வேல்யூ
பிளாங்க்குலாம் ஃபில் பண்றது ரீப்ளேஸ் கண்டிஷனை பேஸ் பண்ணி ஃபில் பண்றது தான் இஃப் பிளாங்கா இருந்தா என்ன வேல்யூ, பிளாங்க் இல்லைன்னா என்ன வேல்யூ, அதான் இஃப் கண்டிஷன். I don't know whether we will use this splitting. Yesterday, today morning we have seen how to combining. Some people likes to split the columns also when you download the data. For example, let us take this part name. Where is the part name? Yes, we have the part name. In this part name, I want to split it. Maybe wherever we have the hyphen, I want to split it separate. Before hyphen, I want pad, brake, axle, door in a separate column. Or this retainer, pad, boot should be in a separate. Wherever we have a hyphen, I want to split it. Or wherever there is a bracket, I want to split it into some other column. Or you can split it in the same column also. Splitting, text to columns. So this part number I want to split. Wherever the hyphen is available, I want to split it into some other column. Select the column, add column. We have an option called as extract. Extract. Click on extract. First three character left right. In Excel we'll use the function left, right, mid. Left is first character, last is right. Text before delimiter, text after delimiter, text between delimiter. Suppose I want to get this first three pad, brake, before the hyphen, I want to separate it. So what I will do? Text before delimiter. What is your delimiter? Hyphen. Hyphen is my delimiter. Okay, so you can see there will be a column at the right where all the first before hyphen, what are all the character, it will be splitted into a separate column here. Text before delimiter. Now for example, based on the same part name, I want to get within the Omni, Apex, Zinc, this I want it in a separate column. Select it, add column, extract. So tell me which I can do now. I want this Omni, this Apex, Zinc in separate column. Huh? Between delimiter. Super. Text between delimiter. What is the starting delimiter? Starting delimiter is open bracket. Closing delimiter is close bracket. Within that bracket. Before bracket, after bracket, in between I have something. I want to separate it. So start delimiter, end delimiter. Okay. Yes. So you got it at the last. Left, right, mid. புரியல முன்னாடி உள்ளது எடுத்துக்கோ. ஆமா தனித்தனியா ஒன்னா சேர்ந்து பண்ணணும்னா என்ன பண்ணுங்க, டோன்ட் யூஸ் this one. Instead of extracting, go to transform. There is an option called as split columns. by delimiter போட்டிங்கன்னா ஐஃபனுக்கு அப்புறம் ஐஃபன் முன்னாடி இருக்கலாம் தனித்தனியாக ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகிடும். Split column. But this column will get splitted. You will not get an extra column. இந்த காலமே உடஞ்சி போயிடும்.
சோர்ஸ் காலம் இருக்கா?
ஆமாம், சோர்ஸ் காலம் இது. அதுக்கு தான் நான் அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணேன். இது பண்ணீங்கன்னா in this column will be separated. பேட் தனியாக வந்துடும், ரீட்டைலர் தனியாக வந்துடும். ஸ்ப்ளிட் ஆகி இது ஒரு காலம் இது ஒரு காலம் வந்துடும். பட் this column will be broken. Because I want to transform and split, not add. Add காலம்னா நீங்கள் தனியாக ரெண்டு தடவை, you have to do it twice. Because at a time you can add only one column, you cannot add two columns, not two times. And even you can bring the digits separately, number separately, digits separately. In a part number, I have 3 digits, character numbers, and 4 is text. By digits separately, non-digits separately, அதெல்லாம் fix பண்ணிக்கலாம். Upper case, lower case, proper case. Suppose all the part number I want to convert into capital letter in the same area I want to convert into capital letter. Select this part number, part name, go to format, transform, format. I want to do it here, that's why I am going to transform. Uppercase in some other column means you go to add, but I want to change the uppercase in the same column. So format, lower, upper, capitalize each word, trimming, removing the unwanted characters. So for example, let us say uppercase. So part number, everything will turn into an uppercase here. Capital letters, small letters, trimming. For example, before the part number, I want your company name or company abbreviation to be prefixed. Before all the part number, I want DICV hyphen part number, DICV hyphen part number. I want your company name to be prefixed before every part number. This part number, format, add prefix. Click on add prefix. What is a prefix? For example, I'll say DICV or Daimler or whatever you want. DI hyphen. So based on this part number only, we have written a VLOOKUP. You can ask me a question whether the VLOOKUP will get collapsed. No. VLOOKUP is already, that is, expanded column is already done. After this only, I am expanding the part number. I am prefixing the part number. So nothing will happen to your data. You can see before this part number, your company name or something is prefixed here. Except some average count and grouping, which can be done only in Power BI. Other things you can do it in Power Query itself. Add column பண்ணீங்கன்னா தனியா ஒரு காலம் வந்துரும். Now tell me, can I load this data? Assume that I have completed everything. Can I load this data now? Yes. Can I load this data or anything to be done before loading it?
We need to check the other things.
Sir?
We need to check the 3 things.
Check பண்ணிக்கோ. All are green.
All are green.
Heading is perfect. Data type correct தான் இருக்கு. So load பண்ணலாமா? Can I load this? Super. Part master is not required to be loaded because whatever the column we need it from the part master, we already expanded it to this part master here. The part master தேவையான காலத்துல நம்ம sales distribution already கொண்டு வந்துட்டோம். So why to unnecessarily load this part master? It should be disabled. Tell me, how can I disable the loading of this part master? Right click on it. Enable load. Uncheck that enable load. Now load this data. Home tab, close and apply. Only the sales distribution table will be loaded. Only the sales distribution table will be loaded. Even though it says sales distribution on part master, only the sales distribution will be loaded. Go back to Power Query and uncheck that enable. Go to transform data and go there and check it. At the base money, you should have not created any. If you have created a report, then delete the report and you have to go there. If once again you can go to transform data. Power query. Now right click and enable or disable. Right click. Enable. Okay. So for a time being, I'm saving this file. Actually, original hierarchy is you should have attended the Power Query and Power Pivot Excel, then you should have came for the session. If you came that, the 2 days will be only on Power BI. But unfortunately, most of you has not attended it. That's why we covered more of this Power Query. So whatever we did now in BI can be done in Excel also. Let me save this file first. 05, it's part sales tracker. Whatever you did it now in Power Query of BI can be done in Excel. Actually, I think yesterday we discussed how this Power BI is evaluated. Power BI is evaluated from pivot, Power Pivot, Power Query, which is available in Excel. From Excel only it has came into BI. Original source is Excel. So for example, let me close this. Whatever we did today morning, combining the multiple sheets, combining the multiple files, writing VLOOKUP function, everything you can do it in Excel also. This we'll see in depth when you come for the second level of Excel, but still some people have asked for it. I'm doing it in Excel also. I'll open an Excel file. So now the last one which we did, that is part master, sales distribution and part master. I want to find a common column and I want to use this VLOOKUP in Excel itself using Power Query. So go to the tab called as data. Go to the tab of data. In Power BI, we have to go to home tab and get data. But in Excel, we have to go to the data tab. Under data tab, get data. Go to data tab, get data. Everything, whatever you've seen it in Power BI, it's available now. Excel workbook, CSV, Excel, PDF, JSON, folder. Let me go to from file, from Excel workbook. So I gone to get data, get data, which file? The file name is 05 part sales tracker. Remember I closed the Power BI, now I'm doing it in Excel. I'm doing this in Excel. Import it. After importing, it automatically goes to the screen. You would have already seen the screen in Power Query, Power BI. Select only one thing is you have to select the multiple items here. Part master and sales distribution. Shift key, you can select that multiple sheets. What could be my next step? Transform data. It goes to Power Query of Excel. This is not Power Query of BI. It's a Power Query of Excel. Literally you can see same thing. Home, transform, add column, everything same as it is. Merge query, append query, adding the column, everything is as it is in Power BI. Power BI la enna pathinglo adhe dhaan inga irukku. Nothing, no difference. Actually to be open, it has gone from Excel to Power BI. Excel dhaan original. Power BI ke pochu. So all the things whatever you did it from the morning today, you can do it in Excel itself. Let me try one. I want to bring the sales distribution. I want to bring the name, rate and unit of measures here. So what we can do? Home tab, then merge query. Very good. We'll go to the merge query. Merge query. Sales distribution. Part master. Select the common column. Part number. Part number. So I'm doing the same thing what we did it just now before in Power Query of BI. Now I'm doing the Power Query of Excel. Okay. Same thing is appearing here. Click on the double arrow. The same double arrow is appearing again. Click on the double arrow. And what is the column you want? I want the name. I want the rate. I want the unit of measures. Use original column name as literally same. I'm doing the update. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing whatever we did it in the Power BI. I'm doing the same thing in Excel Power Query. Same thing is appearing here. Multiply the rate, unit of measures, quantity, whatever we did, you can do it now in Excel itself. If I load, it will be loaded into BI. If I load here, it will be loaded into Excel. Loading is a concept to create a report, to create a dashboard in Excel. That's a different topic, which we'll see only in the Excel training. So now this becomes an Excel training then.
So now file data அந்த டேட்டாவை நம்ம வந்து பவர் குவரியில் எடிட் பண்ணிட்டோம், ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிட்டோம். இப்போ நான் வந்து இந்த சோர்ஸ் ஃபைலில் அந்த டேட்டா எடுத்து வேறு டேட்டா போட்டால் இந்த பவர் குவரியில் என்னென்னலாம் ஃபார்முலாஸ் போட்டோமோ அது அப்படியே ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக
ரெஃப்ரெஷ் இட் போய் ரெஃப்ரெஷ்
எக்ஸல் எப்படி ரெஃப்ரெஷ்
எக்ஸல்லையும் ரெஃப்ரெஷ் போட்டாங்க. நான் லோட் பண்ணி காமிச்சேன். I close and load to Excel. ஒருக்க ரெஃப்ரெஷ் போட்டு டேபிளாக வேணுமா இல்லை பிவட் டேபிளாக வேணுமா டேபிளாகவே போட்டுருவோம். Let us put it as a table itself. I'll put it as a table. So now it has been imported as a Excel table here. ஒருக்க ரெஃப்ரெஷ். Excel இன்னொரு அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கு. Right click on the table, right side la the right click on the table, properties nu onu irukum, properties. We can schedule the refresh every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes. So நீங்க data போட்டுட்டு wait பண்ணா போதும், 10 minutes or 1 hour கழிச்சு it gets refreshed automatically. The advantage of using Excel. Schedule refresh அங்கேயே இருக்கு பவர் பிஐல. Since it's online, you have to get that net சொன்னீங்களா கேட்வே மூலமா பண்ணணும். எக்ஸல் ஆஃப்லைன் இருக்கிறதுனால நீங்களே ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். Schedule refresh. Got to come for Excel training. Sir, I hope this is all we have covered. Excel training we have covered this. இதுல எக்ஸல்ல ரிப்போர்ட் எப்படி பண்றது, பிவட் எப்படி பண்றது, மல்டிபிள் ஃபைல்ஸ். இதுக்கப்புறம் பவர் பிஐ என்ன பண்ணீங்களோ அது செலக்ட். நீங்க ஒண்ணுதான் இம்போர்ட் பண்ணும்போது இந்த ஃபைலை செலக்ட் பண்ணுங்க. செகண்ட் ஃபைல் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செலக்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க. மல்டி செலக்ட் After this, we are not going to come back to Power Query. Only one thing pending in Power Query is date functions. That we'll see it in the afternoon. Or we'll jump on to the next task. Next, we are going to see other visual tags. Okay. Before the lunch break, we'll try to create a DAX, data analysis and expression. Let us take the last file, the same exercise. We have the last file called as business transaction. Please open the file called as business transaction. There is a file called as business transaction. Please open the file called as business transaction, where I can see there are list of sheets. Invoice. First sheet is invoice. Invoice number, customer ID, employee ID, invoice date, required date, ship date. Invoice trans is invoice number, product ID, quantity, invoice cost, payment record, and customer info, geographic data, region details, and product master, product categories, employee master. We have around 9 sheets available. All the 9 sheets are non-identical, not same sheet. If all the 9 sheets are similar, we can use a merge query or append query, but all the sheets are non-identical. You cannot use merge query also. How many merge queries we can write here? Customer ID, customer data is some other, employee means employee data is in some other. But we are going to combine all the 9 files and we are going to create a report without writing the formulas and without writing the function. Before going to that, a small tip here. Multiple sheets. Identical. Multiple sheets identical. If you want to combine the multiple sheets identical, combine. Then we have to go for append query, correct? Multiple files, sorry, this should be multiple sheets. Multiple sheets identical. We want to combine it. Multiple sheets identical, we want to combine, then we have to go for append query. Correct. Multiple files identical. We have to combine it. Then we have to go for combine files. Multiple sheets non-identical. We want to write something like lookup, equivalent to lookup. Lookup, I want to bring some columns into another column. I want to look up it. Then you have to go for merge query. Correct? These are all the 3 things which we saw from today morning. Multiple sheets identical are combine panna append query ku ponum. Multiple files identical are combine panna combine files ponum. Multiple sheets non-identical are but we have a lookup columns, common columns irukna, then we have to go for merge columns. But unfortunately in this new file we cannot use all the 3. மூணுமே பண்ண முடியாது. We cannot do all the 3 here because there are 9 sheets. How can I append it? It's not identical. How can I use merge query? எத்தனை merge query? 9 sheets, 9 merge query, it's impossible. It's very tougher. It's equivalent to writing 9 different lookups in different files. But now we are going to get, this is the power of using Power BI. We are going to combine all these 9 files and we are going to make it as one report. Very powerful feature. First, let us import this data into Power BI. First, we will import this. Let me close this Excel file. I believe this is what you are going to do it more frequently when you download the data from SAP, ERP, Oracle. There are 9, 10, 20 sheets, different sheets, but there will be some common column between that sheet. So how to combine it and how to create a report now. That's what we are going to do now. Let us open Power BI. So let us open Power BI. I think you are going to help me here while transforming the data because you are well versed in transforming now. I think we have transformed so many data from yesterday. Let us click on Excel workbook. And I select that file 06 business transaction. Open. How do we select all the 9 sheets here? How can I select all the 9 sheets, sir? Shift. Where can I press? Where can I select the sheet first of all? Center. Somewhere else in the center. Very good. Please do that. Otherwise, sometimes we may miss out. You ticket stay vandina, we may miss some sheets. So please be careful. Select the first one. Hold the shift key. Select the last one. Select the first one. Hold the shift key and select the last one. Okay, instead of selecting one by one, because it may take some time if you are selecting one by one. Transform data. I'll go to transform data. Selected all the 9 sheets. We are transforming the data. It goes to Power Query. Check the quality of all the columns. First, let us go to customer info. You have to help me here. You have to give me the suggestion. Is the customer info clean or any problem in that? Any problem in customer info table? No problem. But I think, superb. Mobile number and email ID is not required. I told you this. Sometimes you may remove the unwanted columns which we are not using it for our reporting. For example, I am not going to use the mobile number. I am not going to use the email address for my reporting. Why to unnecessarily load it and increase your file size? Don't remove this location ID. Location ID is connected with some other table. So don't remove. Wherever you can see that ID, don't remove it. Email address and mobile number should be removed. Tell me, how can I remove these 2 unwanted columns? Right click, remove. Right. Choose column. I told you the best method is choose column. Because tomorrow I want the column back means you can uncheck it at any time. If you remove it, you have to undo the steps. Instead, better to go with choose column. Choose column. Which columns I don't want? I don't want the email address and mobile number. Customer ID is required. Customer name is required. Contact person, contact titles. Maybe I will use it for my reporting. So email address and mobile number is not required for the customer info table. So I removed it and say OK. So that was removed. If you want, you can have it. But unfortunately, it may increase your file size. That's why I am removing it. Employee master. I think there is some problem in this employee master. Notes and photo path. Notes and photo path is not required because it's already null. Choose columns. Remove the notes and photo path. Geographic data. No problem. Invoice. No problem. Invoice trans. Problem. Payment record. There is a problem. In payment record, there is some problem. There are 3 empty columns. 3 empty columns. Choose columns. 4, 5, 6. I remove that 4, 5, 6. Product categories. No problem. Product master. No issues. Region details. No issues. I think we had a problem in the payment record, empty columns, and we had a problem in employee master, empty columns. In customer info, there is no problem, but I removed 2 unwanted columns. 2 unwanted columns, we have removed it. If you want, you can have it. That's your wish. But we have removed the unwanted. Okay. This is the Next, what we are going to see is the power of using this Power BI. If you are not using Power BI, other than Power BI, if you are using some other software, we have to create a relationship between each and every table. But Power BI will automatically create a relationship. For example, I will open this business transaction. In between that invoice and invoice trans column, there should be some common column. Could you tell me what is a common column between that invoice and invoice trans? Invoice number. Power BI will automatically scan through the document. It will scan through the document. What is a common column? And it will automatically connect that common column. If the heading is similar, if the data is similar, 99.9% it automatically connect. Even if you say original database, 100% it will connect it. Sometimes if it is not connecting, we will connect it. Let us check that whether the relationship is automatically done by Power BI or not. We have transformed the data, we have cleaned up the data, and we have transformed the data. Now let us load this data into Power BI and check. Let us load this data into Power BI. So I am going to click on close and apply. Before that, I will tell you small tips. In a span of second, or a few seconds, you will see creating relationship or message. You will get a message called as creating relationship. Power BI will automatically create a relationship based on the column headings. Let us check that. Close and apply. I click on close and apply. It's loading to Power BI now. So it is getting loaded to Power BI. You can see it will load. In a span of second, you will get a message here. Creating relationship or message. Few seconds it will go off. Synchronizing schema. Second load. Detecting it. In a few seconds it will go out. Detecting relationship. So it has detected the relationship. It has connected the table. This is the power. 9 tables. Based on 9 tables, you can create any reports. That's what we are going to do in the afternoon. Any reports. But how and where this Power BI or Power BI has connected your table? How can I check the connection? For the first time, that means you didn't remove the empty columns. Empty columns, check on the payment record, remove pantingla. Enna error? Error means that means you didn't remove that empty column. Okay, transform data. Okay. How do I know these tables are connected? For the first time from yesterday, we are going to use this one. The third button on the left hand side, model view. Go to the third button on the left hand side called as model view. Just to click on this model view. When you click on the model view, I can see some 3 or 4 tables are available, but I'm not able to see all the tables in the screen. No problem. This properties, time being, I am closing this property, collapsing the properties, just collapse the properties and minimize the percentage of your view. I am zooming out and minimizing the percentage. So you can see it shows all the tables here. Directly, indirectly, automatically, all the tables are connected. You can see all the 9 table was connected. How do I know that all the 9 tables are connected? Is very simple. Let us take that invoice and invoice trans table. Where is that? Here it is the invoice and invoice trans table. This invoice and invoice trans table is automatically connected. So you can see there is an arrow appearing between that invoice and invoice trans. Place the cursor on the arrow mark. Yes. Invoice number, invoice number. The common column names and data is common. Automatically Power BI has created the relationship. Power BI தானாவே relationship create பண்ணிடுச்சு. As I told, this is the power. Employee master is not connected, so we have to connect it. 99.9% it should be connected. One is not connected, we will connect it. அது எப்படின்னு பார்த்துருவோம். This is living independently, this has to be connected. There may be some issues, the spelling mistake, heading ஏதோ miss ஆயிருக்கும். That's why it's not connected. We'll see how to connect it. Now for example, just for example, I want to know region wise how many invoices I have made. Region name wise how many invoices I made. Region ko invoice ko there is no connection. But the region detail is connected with geographic data. Geographic data is connected with customer. Customer is connected with invoice. Yes, you can create a report. This is the power of this Power BI. All the tables are directly, indirectly connected. You can create any sorts of report after this. But only one problem is this employee master is not connected. Maybe the employee master, I think employee ID. Somewhere else, ஏதோ table this employee ID is misspelled. Mistake இருந்திருக்கும். They would have not given the heading properly. That's why Power BI is not able to recognize and not able to connect it. In the table, sir, invoice table. Where is the invoice table? EMP ID. That's a problem here. There it was employee ID. Here it was EMP ID. There is a spelling mistake. You can change the heading there. Power Query Excel maathirningnaale it will change here. If you change the heading there, it will automatically connect it. But no problem. Now we will connect it. Now we will connect it. How do we connect it? It's very simple. When a பக்கத்துல கூட move பண்ணி வச்சிங்க, I can move it very near here. For my comfortable, I am moving it here very near to this invoice table. This employee ID and this employee ID. Here it's employee ID, here it's EMP ID. There's a spelling mistake. That's why Power BI is not able to recognize. But let me connect this. How do we connect it? Very simple. From here to here or here to here, both ways. Invoice to employee master or employee master to invoice. Both are same. So drag the employee ID. Click this employee ID and drag it and bring it to this EMP ID. Don't drag it to the wrong column. Sorry. Don't drag it to the wrong column. Suppose employee ID, don't drag it to employee name. Will it throw an error? No, it will not throw error. It will get connected. So please be careful. But we have one more chance. I selected the employee ID and this employee ID. I selected correctly, but you didn't select it correctly. You have another chance here. It will open a dialog box. Now you can connect it properly. Suppose I selected the employee name. Here I selected the employee number. Sorry, name. So now you can select it. Employee ID, employee ID. Both will be connected. Many to one. What is that many to one? Many invoices has been made by one employee. One sales employee has made many invoices. That is mean. Don't worry. Power BI will take care of it. That's it. Save. Now the employee table is also connected. All the 9 tables, like a spider web, all the 9 tables are connected. Now creating report is very, very, very easy. Very. If you don't want this connection, you can right click and delete it or double click on the connection to see or edit the connection also. Or if you don't like this connection, you can right click and you can delete it. There is one more method of connection I will tell you. If you are not comfortable in dragging and dropping and creating the connection, there is one more method to create a connection. Yes. Now I delete it and recreate a connection. There is one more method to make a connection. Second method is go to the Home tab, Manage Relationship. Go to Home tab, Manage Relationship, New Relationship. Go to Home tab. We are already in this model view. Go to Home tab, Manage Relationship, New Relationship. From which table to which table? Select both the table. One table is invoice. Second table is employee. Or first employee, next invoice. That's your wish. And which 2 table has to be connected? employee ID, employee ID. EMP ID, employee ID. This we did it in merge query also. Same concept. Same concept. Employee ID, employee. Save. Yes. Now both the tables are connected. According to me, I believe 99.99% this is not required. 99% your column name will be similar. It will get connected article. Anyway, I have to teach this, that's why I thought this. Otherwise, it's not required. When download the data from your SAP, ERP, Oracle, 99% all the data column names. These are database. Then your company doesn't have database. It will be impossible. It should be having the process. So Excel, we made a mistake. When you download the data, you will never get the column headings. Nariya files. Get the data from 4 files. I'm getting the data from 4 sheets. Get the data from 4 files and come here. 4 times get data. Or put it in a folder. Put it in a folder, select the folder. Don't combine it. Load panni, connect it. Combine panna. Okay. Excel also you can do this connection, but it's a little bit tougher in Excel. Power BI also. Excel Power BI or concept. Okay. Go back to the report view. Before the break, I don't know whether we can start DAX. We'll see the DAX in the next session. Now we'll create one small visual. That visual will now actually today we have to cover almost all the important visual. Waterfall tables. Tables is very vital. Matrix, waterfall, combo chart, possible Pareto, decomposition tree, KPI, map. So many top 10 drill through. So many concepts are pending. With your cooperation, we'll try to cover as much as possible. Now, let us add one small visual. For example, let me go to the invoice trans table. In invoice trans table, I have invoice cost, we have invoice number, we have product ID, we have quantity. Now I want to multiply quantity with the cost so that I will get the revenue. What is my total revenue? So I want to multiply the quantity into cost, so I will get the revenue, and I want to put that revenue in a visual. So tell me, how can I multiply the cost and quantity? What is the easiest method? As of now, I think we have learned this method. As of now, how can I multiply the cost and quantity here? How do we do it? We have to go to Power Query. Very good, super. Let me go to Power Query. There are two methods. Now we are going to follow the first method. After the break, we will see the second method. That's another powerful method. Let us go to Power. Can you tell me how can I go to Power Query now? That is better. If you go to Power Query in transform data, what will happen is it will go to Power Query and I have to select the invoice trans manually. For example, if I click on transform, it goes to Power Query. Fine. It is going to Power Query, but the problem is which table I want to edit it, you have to go and you have to select the table. But I want to edit this particular table. So right click on the particular table and go for edit query. The advantage is my cursor will be automatically placed in the table. You can see my cursor is in the same table. So no need to select it again. So it's better to go for edit query. If you have multiple files, one file no problem, one sheet no problem, multiple sheets, multiple files, right click edit query is better. Now tell me how can I find out the revenue here? Quantity into invoice cost. I want to multiply it and I want to get the revenue column. Select the quantity, select the invoice cost, add column, then standard multiply. Add column, standard multiply. We did it so many times just now, just a few minutes before. And we'll give a name for this column. This column name is revenue. I'm giving a name for this column called as revenue. Multiplied the quantity into invoice cost, we got an extra column, revenue. Okay. Home tab, close and apply. So we have created a column in Power Query. Using Power Query, we have created a column called as revenue, and we have loaded the data into BI. Now tell me, I want to display this revenue. Which could be the best visual to display the total revenue? The best visual, which is the best visual to display that revenue? Card. We did it yesterday. Card. Same card. Where is card is in row number 4, the last one. Card. Yesterday I think we inserted 2 cards. Insert a card. Click on card and drag this revenue into that card field area. This we did it yesterday. That's why I'm doing a little bit faster. Revenue, I'll bring it to the field area. Yes. It will display the revenue 483 millions. Insert a card and drag that revenue into that card. It will display what is the total revenue. Tell me, how can I display the exact value here? Instead of 483 millions, I want the exact value, 48 crores or something. Go to format. Where is the display units? Search box. Very good. DIS. Change the display units as none. 48 crores, 29 lakhs, 47,900. This is my total revenue. Got it? There is one more method. DAX. Why to use DAX? What is the purpose of the DAX? What is the advantage of the DAX? Sorry, I didn't save the file as of now. I'm using this file for a very long time. I didn't save the file. Let me save this file. Save as. Browse. Let me give a name. 06 business transactions. Gross 29 lakhs 47,900. Revenue name is multiplication. Again, now there is a training history. Okay. Bonito, we have struggled and we have created this report. Sorry, created this revenue. Unfortunately, sorry, I don't suggest this. இந்த மாதிரி பண்றத நான் suggest பண்ணேன். There is the easiest way or the best way to do it. That is data analysis and expression. If you want to go to the next level in Power BI, you have to start using more DAX. DAX நிறைய யூஸ் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கும். So I will tell you how to use the DAX, where to use the DAX, what is the purpose, what is the advantage. The next session of mine. We have done it before the break. Time constraint, we are not able to do it. We'll see how to create at least 2 or 3 DAX, and we have to see other visuals also. With your cooperation, we'll try to cover as much as possible. எவ்வளோ கவர் பண்ண முடியுமோ அவ்வளோ கவர் பண்ண முடியும் பார்ப்போம். We'll try to cover it. So as of now, please save the file. I think it's our scheduled time for lunch break. Try to come as soon as possible. So we'll try to cover as much as possible. We have to finish maximum by 4:15. After that, you have feedback, post test. Try to come early. We'll try to cover it.